welcome to Game Changer World. John, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great, but the big question tonight is, Beastman, how you doing tonight, brother?
Husk.
Hey, seriously, good to see you tonight.
I am so happy to see you guys. Thank you guys for having me on the show. Hello, Game Changer World. How you guys doing out there in the chat? You guys actually get to see me live in living color. As superstar Billy Graham used to say, it is an honor to be with you guys tonight. So let's have some fun.
Oh, we love you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, this has been months in the making, and as soon as we had the chance, I got us all dialed in. The list to get on the show is long, and we were able to dial you in about a month and a half quicker than usual. So it was one of those things where a little regional love from Ohio to West Virginia over to Pennsylvania for you, Bear.
Appreciate it. I knew my homegrown roots would get me somewhere. So, cheers.
yeah. All those West Virginia wheeling roots are going to get you all over the place, huh?
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about wheeling with you. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
All right. Well then, I'll get you started right now. Take a break for a second there, Beastman. I'm going to give you a little intro.
Oh shit.
Now,
okay.
Listeners, we have a very special guest with us tonight, Beastman, aka Super Beast, my favorite, aka Bulldozer, amongst many other names. Hailing originally from Wheeling, West Virginia, he's 41 years old with around 20 plus years in ring experience. He trained under Blue Dragon, Jake Garrett, Nikita Alanov, and my man Jimmy frickin' Valiant. He's wrestled a total of 829 plus documented matches in his career and averages 46 matches a year. In 2024, he hit his career high at 83, and his second highest was 82 in 2023. Now, outside of his 19 appearances at GCW and Jersey Championship, here are the top three companies Beastman's made the most appearances for. Black Diamond Wrestling, 122 times, Keystone State Wrestling, 56, and Victory Championship Wrestling, 43. He is a 20-time champion, averaging 133 days per major title reign, and is the current RWA No Limits champion for 220 days and running. His two most notable title reigns, the CCW International Championship for a little over a year at 384 days, and his longest title reign was the Voltage Grand Championship, 406 days. Beastman is the promoter, owner, and booker at VCW Wrestling, which means he runs out of his own territory. And I
don't want people directing me in my DMs asking me, hey brother, can I get booked? So, but thank you. Keep going though.
Beastman is a fantastic trainer. All right. His first match at GCW was on September 10th, 2022 at JCW's Uncensored. It was a DDT Extreme Title Body Slam Challenge hosted by Joey Janela. Since then, Beastman's wrestled 19 matches with us, and he just got back from his third trip to Japan. Also, a huge congratulations for debuting on the PWI 500 this year at number 457. Beastman is a dominant super heavyweight who's known for his savage, primitive, beast-like persona. His physical presence, matched with surprising agility and athleticism, makes him a unique spectacle. More recently, he's known for his brutal death matches and hardcore bouts, earning a reputation as one of the most underrated big men in modern independent wrestling. Listeners and fans, I'd like to welcome to the show the Force of the North, the Man Monster, King Kong Husk, the one-man wrecking crew, the Stone Age Savage, and we'll have to talk about the Tender Lover. How you doing tonight, sir?
Thank you for the introduction. You made me feel older than what I actually am because I'm actually 39. So, but I appreciate it. So, thank you for the cage match reference because I know where you got the info from. So,
yeah, for sure. Once you hear the bad age, you're like,
yeah,
oh, shit, that was cage match.
Man, that means thank you for the introduction. That was great. I appreciate it very much. Realizing that like I've had 43 shows with my promotion just makes me feel like I've ran way too many shows myself. So thank you for giving me that info. Glad to be here, guys. Let's have some fun. Happy to talk about GCW. My journey to get GCW. There's some stories that actually a lot of people don't know, that not even Brett Lauer don't know is about getting to GCW. So there's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to talking about tonight. So don't mind me. I'm scattered eyes right now with the introduction because that meant the world to me. Thank you, John. That was great. I greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so let's get kind of caught up here a little bit. You're snowed in over there, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been snowed up here in Pittsburgh for about 4 days now, so I haven't got out of my house yet. I'm barely I'm I'm barely getting out like inch at a time because like my snow shovel got stolen here. Don't know who took it, so I've been using a trash can lid to shovel my way out of the house. So I'm getting there. So I'm maybe about 5 feet away from my car.
So you're the victim of a shovel theft, huh?
Yes, bastards.
We'll start off like this. Reed Harris Cooper said, can we talk about how he looks younger now than he did 10 years ago? Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I was going to say too. And you're looking better too. You've been losing weight, I think, the last year or so easily, right? More than that?
Well, so back in, actually it's been the last like couple years. So December 2023, my heaviest at that time was 450 pounds. When I found out I was going to Japan for the first time, I wanted to get down to under 400 pounds. So when I left in July of 2024, I was down to 399 pounds. So I hit my goal. And then I'm like, well, let's keep going. So from then until about December of last year, my lowest was 359 pounds. Now, I'll be honest with you, since I've been home, since I got home from Japan, I haven't had any shows. I've been like living like a hermit in hibernation. I've gained about 10 pounds back, but I could lose that real easily. So right now I'm averaging about 375 pounds. So I'm okay with that. It's a good weight.
Good for you. Yeah, you're getting to that point where it's becoming the shrink down game a little bit.
Yeah. But the problem is though, if I lose more weight, I lose my size, and that's kind of been that's been kind of my factor helping me get books, been my size. So I don't want to lose any more of that.
Bingo. Yeah. And I mean, really at this point now, it sounds like you're more in the, it's more about getting your cardio up, making sure that's in order, making sure like all your joints and everything is working well. And
well, I started doing I've actually been doing CrossFit since 2021 on and off. So yeah, believe it or not, I'm a CrossFit guy. And so I stopped doing it when I moved to Pittsburgh because my club was like 2 hours away from where I was moving to. So I stopped going. So I started doing just like, thank you, Carnival of Chaos. That means a lot. If I get your names wrong in the chat, I apologize. Like I can't see that well because we're on a 3-way screen and the screen's just a little bit tinier. So when I moved, when I moved up here, it's just been Planet Fitness because that's like really the only closest place that's affordable for me. And actually, I just found a place not too far from my house now that does CrossFit. So I'm probably gonna end up start going back there here probably next month. So I'm getting back. Like I've always been a big cardio guy. Believe it or not, like I usually I like to do long matches when I do wrestle, and I do like to keep a fast pace because I know a lot of guys my size have issues with breathing. I'm actually an asthmatic, believe it or not. So for being as big as I am and having asthma, you have to like work a certain way in order to go those long distances. And if you learn to work with it,
Well, welcome to the meeting because there's 2 other asthmatics in the room tonight.
An AA meeting.
Yeah.
Asthmatics Anonymous.
Hi, I'm Beastman. I'm an asthmatic.
I'm an asthmatic.
I don't know why I'm here.
To say. That felt good.
All right. So then a nice little warm-up question. I love doing this because it helps everyone know where you came from. Can you just give us a timeline of which wrestling companies you watched first? Go with maybe your earliest.
So my first like taste of wrestling was obviously WWF back in the late 80s, early 90s. I was born in 86, so I was like born like towards the end of like the middle of the golden era of WWF to like the new era to new generation in between that. So I got to see the tail end of Hogan's prime run and Ultimate Warrior, Andre when he was alive, Big Boss Man, going into like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Goldust in between that era. So the first obviously the first actual remembrance I have of wrestling was seeing Hulk Hogan. So Hulk Hogan was like my big like childhood hero, Hulk Hogan. I'm not gonna hold back. So watching him, watching him for the first time, like I was mesmerized. Oh, who's this guy? You know, say your prayers, take your vitamins. I actually, when I was like 4, I remember. So my mom got me a Hulk Hogan like costume set from when we were kids. So I had that. That was like the first like actual wrestling toy I had. And then getting the Hasbro figures, playing with them, getting the toy ring. Going to my first like house show. It was a TV taping. Now I know it was a TV taping. Back then I thought it was just like a regular house show. Sitting third row, getting the first match I ever saw live. Didn't realize the importance of it until now. Was Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so getting to see that. This was during the WrestleMania 6 era. So like around 1990, it was the first house show that I can remember going to. First time, the only time I ever saw Hulk Hogan live. Get Sergeant Slaughter, got to see Ultimate Warrior, Big Boss Man. I was hooked. I mean, The Undertaker scared the shit out of me the first time I ever saw him. So I've been hooked ever since. I love the thing that got me was the larger than life characters. And just like the performance aspect of wrestling, you know, getting to see it, like, what is this? Ooh, this is like interesting. And I never, like, it was just something I never thought like I would get into. Like my grandmother, she would always take me to the shows, like at the Wheeling Civic Center. I would go to the Pittsburgh Civic Arena every now and then. I was there the first and only time they actually ever took at the old Civic Arena where they took the top of the dome off. So this was like 1993, 94. This is when the Lex Express was being a thing. And they took off the dome of the Civic Arena, sold out the place, and had fireworks that night. So that was like my first time I remember going to the Pittsburgh Civic Arena to see shows. Went to a house show in Pittsburgh. I think it was the convention center where I saw Nails versus Bob Backlund.
Oh,
that's like a random match that I remember to this day. Yeah, very random. But I just been hooked ever since. I kind of like to kind of fast forward a little bit. I didn't realize like wrestling was what I wanted to do, like to chase as a dream until I was like 14 years old. Because I've always been a fan. I did the backyard stuff with my friends on the trampoline when we were in middle school and stuff like that. Like everybody else does. I went to my first indie show when it was actually 14 years old. A guy that went to my high school was running the show, and he gave like all the students free tickets. Now, understand, like I went to a small Catholic high school, which my graduating class only had like 24 people. So, there was like maybe 60 people in the whole school. Now, to be honest with you, I am not a religious person at all whatsoever. I went there. They scouted me for football because they had a good football program. So I went to my first indie show, sat front row. And I was mesmerized seeing the fucking drunk guy yelling at the fucking wrestlers. And I was excited, having a good time. Now, this is, compared to like what New Jersey's, like the style of like Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Northeastern wrestling is like, what, like down this way, like Pittsburgh, West Virginia, and South is more of like an old school, work the crowd, walk and talk kind of style. So like I'm sitting in the ring, I'm sitting front row, and this guy gets on, his name's Sweet Stevie Lee. This is my first like interaction in the wrestling business. Didn't even realize it was. This guy, he's on the mic talking, I can fight. There's no one in this place that could beat my ass. I challenge anybody in here. And he points at me, he's like, you want some, fat boy? I'm like, I'm a lean, mean 260 at 14 years old. 14. I'm like, let's go. So he turns his back. I actually slide into the ring.
Oh.
And get up. And then the security, he turned around, I was like, what the shit? And he's like, ah. And then the security guys pulled me out and kicked me out. But I actually snuck back in and sat down where I was sitting at like 15 minutes later. Didn't even realize I was gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, you hit on something there. The West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, that Western Pennsylvania, that's more your classic WWE style shows and crowds out there. Yeah, it's just everything that happened on that East Coast just never kind of went that far west. You're 100% right. Very classic wrestling.
It's slowly now starting to like evolve more into like the modern style. Not a whole lot of places like up in Pittsburgh. You got IWC that's been around since like before I even started wrestling. A lot of guys came out of there. That's where like the main like that's where like they have the super indie tournaments stuff like that up that way. So that's like more of like what the modern style wrestling is used to. Then you got other promotions that kind of stick with like the old school storytelling aspect of things. The style that I like to work, that I grew up like I trained on, and it's like up this way now. It's like there's like different varieties of wrestling. You got your old school style, you got your old school promotions, you got your modern style, you got your promotions to try to do like try can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then like to go back to the story real quick. So I did want to say a shout out real quick. There when I was at the show, it was the first time I met like the headliner of the show was Doink the Clown. Go figure.
Oh.
So this is like prime indies Doink. And the guy that I met who was Doink, his name was TC Reynolds. He actually just passed away last week. So I just wanted to give a shout out to him. I didn't mention anything about on social media because I'm not a big social media guy. I took a picture, like I actually did the $5 Polaroid gimmick with him and my friend's cousin. He wanted to meet him. So like, that was like my first time, like at my first show. So that kind of like brought back like a lot of memories of that night. So, and then like the other like big important thing from that night, I took the night that after the show. And if you ever been to a wrestling show, they're always looking for people to help tear the ring down. Don't matter. They don't care who it is. So the guy whose ring was like, "Hey kid, I'll let you get in the ring for a minute if you help tear the ring down." I'm like, as the Iron Sheik would do, I'm like, "Let's go." So, and I'm going to take some that Jimmy Garvin said in his Hall of Fame speech when he got inducted. When you step into the ropes for the first time and you like actually feel like the aura of being in the ring, I knew right then and there, and I know this is going to sound cliche, but I knew right then and there that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So that's when I realized that's why I wanted to be a pro wrestler. So that's kind of like, that was kind of my, that's kind of like what got me wanting to do it. And then the journey from there, whenever you guys want to talk about it, it's definitely different compared to what other people have gone through.
Well, you know, who took you most under their wing in those early years?
So there was a bunch of people. There wasn't really, in Wheeling, there really wasn't a wrestling school.
Yeah.
So when I was 16, I got the chance, like, I would always go to the shows early, help set the ring up. And because I wanted to get in the ring, I wanted to get trained. And I told them I wanted to get trained. They're like, you're too young, which is fine because, like, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, PA, you have to be 18 to start training. West Virginia is God's country when it comes to like anything. Anything. Yeah. So
Wild West.
They don't call it Wild and Wonderful for nothing. So I would go to the shows, like come early, help set up, and then like they would teach me how to do bumps. They would teach me how to lock up, learn how to body slam. Like, I'm a wrestler. I'm good to go. So I would like try to like get on these shows that are considered outlaw shows now. Like legitimately outlaw shows, not GCW outlaw, but like mud show type outlaw. Like, yeah. And I would try to get on these shows to get work. Oh, they're like, well, they would see what I could do. Like I said, I knew how to take a bump, I knew how to lock up, and I knew how to do a body slam. That's all I knew. I got thrown in some battle royals. There was a guy like when I was 17, I met a guy at a Black Diamond show. This is before I actually started working with Black Diamond, because that's where I got my training from, was for them. But I was still at that stage where I did not know what to do. You know, I'm like, thinking, okay, like, oh, this guy's already on shows. He's training when it turns out he's not trained properly. So I didn't know who the right people were at the time. So met this guy. He wanted to run a promotion in Wheeling. He's like, hey, man, I know how to take bumps. I know how to run the ropes, and I know how to body slam and lock up. He's like, good, you can help me. I said, great. So the guy, like, this is where I really learned, like, where I appreciate learning how to pay dues. So I would be the guy down there helping him find a building because he was from Pittsburgh, helping him find a building, put posters up, try to get him sponsors, this and that. So, and then my reward was he put me in the ring on the shows. Every show that he did, he ran 4 shows. Did not draw at all. Like he did not maybe 5 people every time.
Ouch.
But he was running in a fucking barn in the middle of nowhere in West Virginia. So this is like in Moundsville. You ever been to Moundsville, John?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, that's another one. Yeah,
okay. So
I've been off through there. Unfortunately, for the good and the bad, I've got friends all through. Yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
so you know about Moundsville. So do you know about the barn, like the wedding event venue center and all that stuff? Like it's out in the middle of nowhere. You ever been there?
No, I've never been there. I've heard of it though.
Okay, that's nice? Where. Fuck no, it's a shithole. Oh. Well, back then for me it was nice because I was actually doing shows in there. So
right.
So here's a little tidbit. So here's a little background. I turned 18 July of 24. August of 24, I actually got to wrestle New Jack in the Fatal 4-Way.
Wow.
Well, here's the backstory to it, okay? Yeah. So me being as green as I was, not knowing what respect to the business is and not knowing, like, didn't know wrestling business etiquette at all whatsoever. I'm still a dumbass Mark, okay? Thinking that I'm like, so you go to the show, New Jack's there. I go, hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm putting my wrist tape on. And I look over, and here's the funny story. There was, you know how New Jack used to carry those Wolverine claws?
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked it up and actually cut my tape off with it. And he looked at me. He looked at me. He was fucking pissed. Like, you stupid motherfucker. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know. Like, I thought he was joking with me. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Here you go. But like, no, you don't touch my fucking shit. Like, you know, he was cutting a promo on me. So he went to the promoter and said, hey, I want this kid in this match. I'm like, fuck. When I found out about that, I knew I was fucked. So I knew I was gonna get my ass whooped. I knew it was coming. So I went out there. It was me, T Ranchula, Stormtrooper, and I don't know if you know who T Ranchula Stormtrooper is. Do you? Okay, they're 2 local hardcore guys. T Ranchula, actually, funny story. He was the first person to ever take a people's elbow on Shotgun Saturday Night. So if you ever watch that match, you see a big tall guy with long hair and a beard. That's T Ranchula. He kicked out at 1, by the way. So fucking prick.
He no-sold it.
Yeah, he no-sold the people's elbow. And so it was us, and I knew right then and there I was gonna get my ass whooped. So match started, fucking they all like I'm in there, and I'm just like I literally just get the Stormtrooper because he's the only guy I know in the match. And New Jack comes in, bop, bop, it starts they all start beating the shit out of me. So it got to the point where actually New Jack actually took a blade and cut my head. And if let me pull my phone up. So if you see the scar like right here.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that was from him. That was I took my first blade job at 18 years old. And he to me 3 times, got really good color out of it. Did the match, got to the back. He got in my face. He's like, you're a kid, I get it. But you're just like, you didn't basically cut a promo on me. And then all of a sudden he goes, but you took that ass whooping like a man. You didn't bitch about it. If you ever need anything, here's my phone number. I'm like, which was what, so I earned his respect by doing that. But I also learned that day about respect in the wrestling business. Cause like now, like this is shit I wasn't taught yet, didn't know yet, because like I didn't have any proper training yet. So fast forward, went to college for a semester, came back home. It wasn't working out. College wasn't for me. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes, like for some people, it's just not for them. So I finally hooked up with a guy that, a local dude who was like literally the local guy. That he's the guy that worked all the names that they came in and stuff. Didn't know later on that he paid for him to come in and all these things. So I went with him, started training with him. Didn't train in the ring. Trained on mats at something like Random Rec Center. And he just basically taught me like 3 or 4 holes. It's like, listen, man, if you're gonna be successful in this business, you can't take shit from nobody. You gotta act like you're the man. You gotta have an ego. You gotta do all like, telling me all the wrong things.
Wow.
So eventually, going back to Black Diamond that you mentioned earlier, where I had most of my matches. I talked to the promoter there. He knew that I was trying to do. I didn't know what to do. He knew I was trying to like do the right thing. So he hooked me up with a promotion in Pittsburgh, which is known as PWX. And I went to that school there. That's where Blue Dragon and Nikita Alanoff started. Started like that's where I started getting my initial training from. Once I was going there for like 4 months, and then all of a sudden, like they both quit the promotion. So I'm like, well, shit, I don't know what to do. I was halfway done with my training. So Rick, who ran Black Diamond, he decided to put his ring in his garage. So like, because it was me and 2 other guys, and he put his ring up for us to finish training. Little did he know. Now this is where it gets a little crazy. So the ring, his garage is not so big. So half the ring was like outside, half the ring was inside. He took off the garage door so that we could train. He actually had to dig a hole. He had to actually dig the garage out a little bit for the ring to even out. And then when we actually started training, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So we started training in his garage on every Sunday for like 6 months. We trained, it was outside. Like, I mean, the door was open. Half the ring was outside. We would train when it was snowing. So whenever it would start snowing, we actually would have to stop and sweep the snow out of the ring. And when it would get really hot, it would get really hot. We'd be sweating our asses off. We would take a bump, and then we'd get up. You could actually see our sweat, like a shadow of sweat. That's how fucking rough it was. But then in March of 2006, or whatever cage match says, I had my first official match as a Bulldozer. So, and the reason why I went behind a mask was to take the heat off of me that I originally had, so I get the stink off. So eventually, when I would take the mask off, people would forget. So and the trajectory brought me to talking to you fine gentlemen today.
He called us gentleman, B.
Fine gentleman, even.
He's like, he must be talking about you.
This guy's better than Stanley, that's for sure.
Oh man, yeah. Look at this. People are just now realizing, yeah, Bulldozer. That was your original from the beginning, correct?
Yes. I started wrestling as Bulldozer in 2006 to about. I stopped doing it full time in 2016 because there's a certain Bulldozer in GCW we all know and love, and didn't want there to be confusion. In all honesty, when Matt started out, people were actually tagging me on his post, and I'm like, who the fuck's Matt Tremont? No disrespect, this was like 2009. So
yeah, he was just getting rolling.
Yeah, he was just getting rolling too. And people kept like tagging me and him, like confusing us. Like I would get messages from promoters, hey, we want to book you. Oh, you're not you're wrong Bulldozer, sorry. So that's when like I was doing Beastman on the side as like a secondary gimmick. But so I just decided like 2015 just to do Beastman full time. And I'm glad I made that decision.
So do you have any of the gear still from that era?
I do actually. So it's up in my closet. Let me see here real quick. Hold on. Do I have the mask in here?
Yeah, because I kind of wondered, with enough build, there could have been a Bulldozer versus Bulldozer kind of backstory. And I think, did Matt meet you? Was his first match you were Bulldozer at the time, or was that after you changed?
No, I was Bulldozer at the time. So my Bulldozer stuff's up in my attic. Do you guys want to go get it real quick?
It's up to you.
It's up to you guys. So I know we're on time constraints. So
no, we got time. It's up to you.
Run it, motherfucker. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, man, no, it's good. Take your time. Take your time. B, when do you want to do his match? You like a little further in? I kind of jumped it on. We just started talking.
Yeah,
so.
I'm about to say no. Whenever he wants, I'll let the
you guys. Whenever you guys want to do it, that's fine. I got you on my headphones, so you can probably hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. So we can't call him dirty names right now.
I know. I was just about to say. Then he told me that.
If you want to call me a bitch asshole, that's totally fine.
That New Jack story was crazy. Like that. That's like it's crazy,
run
but
through-
no, it's a New Jack story.
I run through all of the interviews for the performers before they come on, and I think that's a new one there. I don't think I've ever heard that story.
No, because I don't tell. Like I told you guys, like I'm telling you guys a lot of shit that people don't know. Because I want the fans to know. I want the GCW fans to know my story. You know, so
That's what's up.
All right, give me 1 second here.
No, dude, you're doing good. Everything is great. We're live, and it's how it goes. Everybody knows.
All right. So this was the first bulldozer mask.
Nice. Caution tape. Yeah, the whole thing.
So it was I got the idea from the mask itself was like a Vader / Owen Hart type idea with the caution tape and stuff like that.
I see it. Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta catch my breath with that.
No, I actually, yeah. The minute you said Owen Hart, I see it with the caution tape.
That's what I was gonna go with. I was gonna say like that'd be kind of cool, like have that as a background video, like something similar to what he had. Real fast, Carnival Chaos asks, since we're kind of talking about your time as Bulldozer, what kind of influenced you to fully become the Beastman?
So, okay, here's the origin. So here's the Beastman origin story. Okay. So 2010, I moved from Pittsburgh. Like I moved from Wheeling. Actually lived in Charleston for a couple years. When I was living down there, a friend of mine, his name is TJ Phillips. He doesn't work anymore. He wanted to book me on one of the shows. He's like, Wes, I do a lot of like acts, like impersonation when I talk, just because like it just makes the story better.
Yeah.
He's like, Wes, hi Reed. Wes, I want to book you, but I don't want you to use that fucking bulldozer gig. I want you not wearing a mask. It's stupid. I'm like, all right, TJ, what do you want me to be? He's like, I want you to be George the Beastman Fetty.
Wow.
So
really?
Yes. So it's actually kind of funny because like my first name, like my real first name is George. My legal name is George. A lot of people don't know that. Like it's actually everybody calls me Wes outside Beastman or Husk or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's basically George Animal Steel plus Beastman from Masters of the Universe. So that's where you got the idea from. So when I first started doing it, I was just me and my bulldozer gear without a mask. Didn't really have like an identity or anything like that. So one night I was working with a guy named Jock Sampson, who was a local Appalachia, who was a local guy, but got around a little bit too. Working with him, he's like, you need to like, we got back after match, like, you need character. You're a beast. Be a beast. I'm like, how do I do that? He's like, I don't know. Figure it fuck out. So so this is how I got the idea for Beastman. So I was at home one night. I was watching Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, of all fucking movies. And it was the scene where he was like fighting the guy with the African savage who came out in the backpack. And you know what scene I'm talking about? So like I'm watching this guy, and like the dude's like afraid of like unzippering the bag. He just pops out. He's like, "Hooyaga, Huskanaska," and like, and just started like talking random shit, and just started beating the shit out of fucking Jim Carrey. And I'm like, "That's it. I'm on to something." Him. So, and then I started like doing research. This is when I first saw Bruiser Brody for the first time. I started watching him. I came out with, so the next time I came out, I bought new gear. I took a couple months off because I wanted to repackage everything. So I came out, I was wearing green and black trunks, I had fur boots, and I was carried out on a chain and like going crazy, like swinging at people and like beating up like people that were carrying me in the chain. And like, that's where like and that's where like kind of like the character first started evolving to where I actually had a character behind it. And then, you know, eventually like gradually like moving on, like I needed something different than a chain. Cause like I would swing the chain like Brody did, and I would actually hit people. Yeah. So yeah. Thankfully I avoided a couple lawsuits out of that. So, so like what, okay. Can't carry chain, what worked for Beastman? Giant bone. So I started carrying the bone. I've been using the bone ever since. And this is like time, like over time, just like different things, different looks. Never like the last couple years is like really when I started doing the beard and the long hair. I've always wanted long hair, but like
Me
before
too.
like yeah. Well, believe it or not, I actually used to be a in my old job, I was actually a casino dealer for about 5 or 6 years. Like I used to deal blackjack and craps. So I was a floor manager.
At
So
the Wheeling Downs, or where's the
at Wheeling Downs, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was a floor manager at Wheeling Downs and down in Charleston too when I was living down there. So I kind of had to have a clean cut look. And I had to like stay like professional. I looked like a 10-year-old half the time and I hated it. And then like when I finally and then when I got my CDL and started like working at my old job at the bus garage when I was driving the school bus, I wasn't allowed to have long hair either. So when I got married, I told my wife, it's like, I'm never cutting my hair again. So it's been about 3 years and now I got the mullet growing. So I'm doing okay there. But like, I mean, just different looks, different, like, I didn't really decide, like, it took me a long time to figure out like who I was. So I'm still trying to figure out, because like I'm evolving every day. Like I know like with how I know it's 2026. I know that like I'm trying to be over the top without trying to be over the top to where it's like where people are like thinking, oh, this guy's. So I try to be creative and do different things. Especially with the GCW fans. Like I know that I mean they've already seen everything times 3. So like that's why I try to be different in my matches. I try to be creative with things. That's why I try to do the old school gimmick. You know, because like a lot of people don't do that. And I'm trying, and it's like, I try to be different. That's like my biggest thing is I want to be different from what everybody else does.
That's fair. Okay, so a couple questions. Number one, I'm guessing the chain thing wasn't as easy because when Brody's using that in Japan, he's much taller than most of the fans. I'm wondering if maybe that's part of it. And then also the boots with the fur. Everybody keeps mentioning the song in the chat here. Is that also because of him? Did you do the fur on the? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And you still do that today, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of been, it's different now. Like I actually used just to wear black boots and put the fur over top. And then like when I found out I could actually get fur boots made, that's when I just started going with that. So.
Hell yeah. And there's a cheat to that. In the 1700s and 1800s, like you'd see soldiers, they would take fur and just use leather straps and wrap it around. And that would have been a great cheat if you couldn't have any fur attached, as you literally wrap it around like a Beastman would back in the day.
True that. I tried that, but for some reason it always kept falling down. So that's why after a while I just said, you know, I'm just gonna get if I can find somebody who can make me boots with fur, like with the fur on, I'm just gonna do that.
I had the smallest amount of training in ring, and I can tell you the biggest problem I had was just keeping pants from not falling off. I swear the running joke was big guys should wrestle in suspenders. It'd be a hell of a lot easier on all of us if we had to wear suspenders, because I feel like gear is always sliding, even knee pads. I had issues with knee pads sliding all the time. Do you ever have issues with knee pads just being fact that you have big legs?
All the time. So I wear 2 different styles of knee pads. So if I'm wearing my tights, I'll put on my like thicker knee pads so I know that they'll stay. But whenever like I have so if I wrestle in my trunks, because I'll have like I got a set of knee pads for those specifically because I wear my knee braces over top of them. That way they can stuck on and the knee pad covers help too, so they're not sliding as much.
Yeah, I loved my AMAs, but they were just so bulky and they would slide on me no matter.
Dude, they sucked. I wear trace, so I'm a trace guy. I like the openness. I like to open in the back, so that way I can feel like I can move it around, and that way I feel like there's nothing like blocking me to whenever I can move with my knees and everything.
Yeah, man. I was looking, I'm like, oh, these are what Triple H wears. This is what Undertaker wears. And then I got a pair and I'm like, oh, this isn't for me. They're sliding, they're bunching in the back, you know, behind the knee and shit. And like,
yeah. Well, that's why, and I like the traces too, because like I can move, like I feel like I move around a lot better in them.
Yeah. Let's go with here the most unexpected advice that you got from a veteran wrestler that you didn't take seriously and you found out down the road he was right? You have one of those maybe where you kind of laughed off a little situation, maybe telling you to dry out your gear, anything dumb, and then you went, oh shit, he was right.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Actually, Bull Payne once told me about cutting my nails
Really?
before a match. Because I worked with him and like I cut him by accident in the arm and my nails weren't cut. Like they were like kind of growing out at the time. So like I'm like, okay, like there's no reason. Like I don't think that's really a big deal. You got to cut on something else. Well, then I was a couple months later. I was working with a guy where I got a nice gash on my arm from him not cutting his nails. So and then like so I'm like, okay, I know it's like a little cliche thing, but like I've always, like I'm a I respect everybody's opinion, whether it's right or wrong. So like like if it's advice, one thing I've always learned was like always take any advice is you can take advice anyway. You can take a good advice or bad advice. As long as you're getting advice to help you, then people care.
I think that's fair. That's very fair. Actually, me and B live on that. We care, I think, and that's why we end up where we're at. What is a piece of advice you'd give your rookie self if you walked into the room and you saw a young man sitting there? You know what? I think at this time 300 odd pounds probably when you first got in the business.
Don't expect to get everything you want right away. And what I mean by that is it's like when I started wrestling, I didn't understand the aspects of an angle and how an angle works and like building up to a match and stuff like that. I was always assuming like, oh well, now I'm booked on like I'm a wrestler. I get booked up to wrestle every week. Wasn't the point. Sometimes I would get booked and I wouldn't have a match. I would just do a run in. I didn't understand why. And then like now I'm more than happy to get booked and not if I'm booked just to do a run in and punch somebody, I'm all for it. I don't have to take any bumps, but like I wish I could like it kind of would because it gave me a sour attitude when that happened because I mean you want to work, you know, you want to like oh I want to go in there, I want to wrestle and do all these cool moves and shit like that and show off my agility and they're like yeah you're just gonna do a run in, we're gonna set up for like a tag match in 2 months. I'm like well why am I here then? You know I don't have a match. What the hell? So I would say in that aspect, like if I could go back and tell myself that, just be patient. Things would have been. I think things would. I wouldn't burn as many bridges as I would have started out. And I think, like, I mean, the bridges that I burnt now have mended very, very well. Like I have a good rapport with like all the guys that used to not like be back in the day, which is fine. Like I think half of them were like half the guys that like thought they were something didn't turn out shit anyway. So because I kept going and like I always thought I'm never gonna stop doing this until like unless I die or if I have a child. That's the only two things that's gonna like really have me stop going the pace that I'm going now. And I've been going nonstop since like ever since I got into the business. Like I don't think I've had a week. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've had like a longevity of a break because like this is all I've ever wanted. Like I told you guys earlier, this is all I've ever wanted to do. Like even when I'm like I mean this business is like giving me everything, legitimately everything. Like I met my wife through wrestling, which is scary, and she hates wrestling. I have gotten. That's a story I need to tell you guys about too, because that's a good story. I've gotten to go to places I never thought I would go. I have got to wrestle my heroes. I've made a lot of great friends in the business, and I've met a lot of great people. The business is like I grew up in the business. Like I became the person I am through wrestling, and I'm happy to say that because when I was younger, I was a legitimate piece of shit. I am not afraid to admit it now. If I would have like went back 20 years ago, like you just said, I would have probably smacked myself in the face. So it took a while for me to really like understand like things. And once it clicked, it turned out for the better.
Interesting. So, do you think it was just having a rougher upbringing when you were a kid kind of put you in a position where you felt like you had to be, you had to put your foot down and say, "This is my spot," kind of thing?
No, I
Okay.
just didn't really I didn't really understand everything yet. Because like I mean, I learned my basics through the guys at Black Diamond, but I didn't really understand like the purpose of like where I'm at on a card or like what am I doing or like understand like why am I booked in this part of the show? Why am I not here or there? Like didn't understand the etiquette and aspects of how the business is ran. So I learned how to wrestle, but I didn't learn like the actual business side of it until
Yeah.
later. Till probably when I moved to West, like when I moved down to Charleston, and when I went to Jimmy Valiant school, that's where I really started like understanding the business side of things and why shit's done the way it is.
So
Now, oh, go ahead, B. Sorry.
sorry, yeah, no, you're good. I just wanted because you just said like you think when it all clicked, like that's when it did. Like, what was that moment all kind of clicked for you that you feel like you've kind of you understand it now, you're getting in, and like you've seen the improvement there.
When you know what, I really can't remember what it was. It's just like one day you wake up, it's like oh, I get it now type thing. So I think it's when probably when I moved away, I had to start over. Like literally, I had to start over from scratch because like I didn't have any friends down. Like I didn't go to Southern West Virginia a whole lot till I moved down there. I didn't know nobody. I already was coming in with a bad rep from the previous beforehand as it is. So I really had to like when I moved, I really that's when I restarted. And the guys down there like Eric Steele, these are guys I don't know if you know. Eric Steele, Eric Darkstorm, that's the guy on that was on the OVW doc on Netflix that was sitting in the shitty car. Um, TJ, Jason Kincaid, those guys took me under their wing, and that's how I learned the business. They actually taught me the rights and wrongs. They were the ones calling me the dumbass if I did something stupid. Johnny Blast was another one. Johnny Blast was like the local veteran down there. Um, he was trained by Boogie as well. So that's how I started going down to his school was through him. Um, he taught me like I would ride him to shows because I never rode nobody to shows or anything like that because everything was so close. I was going down from like Charleston to Beckley for okay. So when I moved away, I started working for this company called NWA Mountain State. That's where I really learned how to work an aspect. So their main guy, you're gonna love this, was the Stro. Was the Maestro from WCW.
Really?
He was their main guy down there. So Robbie, I learned to work from him. And what I mean by that is like he was the first person I actually went into the ring and we wouldn't call nothing except for the finish, and we would just go out there and do it. And we did that. I did that with him every day for every weekend for almost a year. Because for a year straight, I was going down there because it was like literally they would run 8 shows a month, Friday, Saturday, 2 TVs a month. It was legitimately the last territory. Yes, Jason Kincaid is very underrated, and he should be. There's no reason why he shouldn't be in WWE or AEW. Jason Kincaid is the best. Like, if you ever watched any of his matches, you would understand why they call him the gift. Like, honestly, he's one of the best around. But yeah, for like almost a year straight, I was working like I was putting main events on the house shows in front of like 20 people, like 20, 30 people against Robbie. And we would just go out there and we would call it on the fly. And we were working like 30, 40 minutes. Like this is where I really learned how to pace myself in the ring. This is where I really learned to start getting my psychology down, like where not to do this, not to do that, type shit. So that's where I really started to learn how to work. Like, and that's like a trait that a lot of people don't have anymore is like going out there and being able to wing it. So it's kind of nice to have that in my back pocket nowadays. Cause like, especially when a situation goes south, like falling in the ring during your entrance and not knowing what to do. You know what I mean? Trying to recover. So I would say like that moment where it clicked is probably when I was down there. It didn't like there wasn't an exact moment, but that's when I would say that's when everything clicked.
So I have a fun one for you here, and I'm kind of interested in this one. Now, everything you do, from the psychological to the physical, is wrapped up in your size. Now, it's safe to say it's best when you're performing against the smaller wrestlers, your forte. How would your approach change if on some rare occasion you were the smaller one in the ring? Would you just up, the amount of moving you do, or how much mental and physical adjustment would you need to make there?
I would have to be more aggressive.
Okay.
With my size, I would have to use my size more than I usually would. So if I'm taking on a guy, it's like set like, well, give me an example of a guy. Just say someone random.
Stackhouse. I think Sam Stackhouse runs up there, maybe near you, or maybe even a little more.
Well, I would have with Sam. I would have to kind of think of like being a smaller guy in that match. So I would have to chop him down. You know, I know it's going to be. I know I'm not going to be able to pick him up and slam him on the first attempt. I'm going to have to work him over to get to him. So in that aspect, I'm going to have to find something to work on and just work a body part to wear him down. Like I'm going to have to earn that. I'm going to have to earn that bump from him, if that makes sense.
I just feel like it would be cool because you know what he needs from his match and you're able to kind of give that to him, so to speak. Yeah. I think that would be an interesting dynamic. And Brett Lauderdale loves big guy versus big guy.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. So, surprisingly, I've always told him, man, that's an interesting booking choice. He loves to just slap his big guys in there against each other. I'm like, it's his thing.
Well, and one thing I like about working with bigger guys, I like working with big guys too, because I like to actually show that I can actually sell for people. Like I first, like 99% of the time, I'm the dominant guy in there, but I also learn how to like sell. Like I can sell for smaller guys to where it doesn't make me look bad, and I like to do different things with people. So it's like if I can like work with somebody, like whenever I got to work with Sam, and get to work with like the last time we worked with each other, and how the dynamic of the match went, it showed like we showed off we're both big dudes. Let's show off our power. We're both agile. We got to show that off. Let's just beat the shit out of each other in between. So that's like, but if I'm working with like someone like not like Sam, but say like somebody about my size, it's the same thing. I'm working like when I worked with Kamatani over at Big Japan just about earlier last month. It was a back and forth match. Just waiting for the mistake. When he made a mistake, I took action and just was aggressive. And then when I made a mistake, he got on me, and then that's how I got the win. So it's just basically like it's back and forth. Whoever makes the first mistake is going to come out the loser.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a generation of some of the most agile big men we've ever seen in wrestling. And yes. I feel like that's what you and Sam tried to do in that match. And I felt like because of that, it was a showcase instead of just a match. Fantastic job. I just wanted to tell you.
Thank you. There's also there's another guy that I wanted to bring up, if that's okay. Who's I think is very underrated. I don't know if you ever heard of them or not. Super Oprah?
No.
Okay. If you guys go ever watch, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Watch a Super Oprah match.
And it's spelled as OPRAH, like Oprah,
yes.
Correct?
Yes. Okay. There is no reason why Super Oprah is not in GCW, because Jabari is he is like everything that a GCW fan would love. Crazy, agile, big dude, wears a wig. He's great. And I learned a lot from him as well. Like when I saw Jabari work for the first time when I was 16. And I wanted like my style of how I work, I based a little bit off of him. He claims I steal his shit. I might have stole one or two things or borrowed it and made it better. But he's someone that borrowed. but he's someone that's like who I'm not going to say deserves his flowers, but he deserves like the recognition that he never gets. So I just wanted to say that on there, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Dude, this is your time. I wanted to just say thank you. We had someone come in, Carnival of Chaos, with a donation tonight. Thank you. Also, big thanks to our donators last week. Carnival Chaos was also donating over there. We thank you so much for that. Highly, highly appreciated. Okay. I have something that I had a little issue with, and I want to ask you about mentally, and yeah, I know, right? Mentally and physically, how hard was it for you to adjust to working with women?
So it was a little rough at first, and I'll be honest with you. Like back like 6-7 years ago, I was that guy. It's like, oh, you'll never see me wrestle a woman. I had it's that like old school mentality in my head.
Right.
But here's the thing though. It's 2026. Okay. Times are changing. The business has changed. You know what I mean? If you're gonna stay relevant in this business, you have to adapt. I'm okay. Like the first couple matches I've had, it was like a little awkward, but now I'm used to it. I won't throw a punch. I won't do that because like growing up, and I'll be honest with you guys, I grew up when I was a child, I saw my mother get beat up in front of me. So I've had that mental, like, so I can't put my hands on a woman type thing. But like once I was able to get that out of my head and like, hey, they're going to be fine as long as I don't smash them. As long as what? Sorry. What I mean by smash is like what I mean, like if not hurt them. So, I was able to get over that hump. So actually, and I'll be honest with you, some of the funnest stuff I've done has been with working with females. Really? So I mean that, yeah. So like the infamous Beastman body slam challenge, you know, getting body slam a Makito. So like you said, 6 years ago, nope, ain't doing it. It's gonna kill my gimmick. You know what? Now it just enhances the character because like it shows like I like to show my personality off. Now I will say this though, okay? If Gabby Forza ever decides to shove my bone up my ass again, there's gonna be a problem because that fucking hurt. Okay, that hurt. I felt it for a week.
Okay, I want to ask this question because this is just me being a guy. I'm trying to figure it out. What is that bone really made of? Is it like a plastic or is it a?
No, it's a real femur cow bone.
Oh no shit. Okay. Yeah. And then how hard is it to travel with that across the country?
Well,
yeah. Or are you getting? I mean, do you have a farmer bringing in a boiled bone?
No. Whenever I'm going through an airport, it's in my carry-on. I've gotten stopped numerous times, and after like especially at the Pittsburgh airport, after after I've gone through a couple times, they knew like, oh, it's the guy with the fucking bone. He's fine. Let him go. Because they've actually, they've actually had to call a TSA supervisor and open up the rule book to make sure it was legal to go through. As long as it's not wet, it's fine. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
So I mean, you travel with one only, two?
I usually carry two with me. If I'm traveling, but like I always have one in my car just in case if the one breaks. Like the one I have now, I've had for 6 years. So knock on wood. So that thing's been sturdy as shit. That thing's been sturdy as hell. I use other bones. Like, if I know there's going to be a point in a match where I'm going to have to break one, I usually just have my backup point and use that one.
Okay. Yeah. I was just always wondering about how you got that, if it was a farmer or as if you went to a meat market or how that went down.
Well, the first one I stole from my friend's dog. So, and then whenever I need one, I usually go to a butcher shop. That's where I usually get them from.
No kidding. All right. So we finally get to talk a little bit about no. I've got one more question before we get to GCW. You almost fired Beast Mom. Could you tell us the story of what happened there?
Which time?
Bingo. No, I was listening to a lot of your interviews. I always like to go through and do a little history on there. And you were talking about one time you were the situation was crazy and your mom was charging $1 for $2 items and
okay. Yeah. So before I started running VCW, I kind of just put my hands like trying to run benefit shows for friends and need help. So I'm running this. So I ran. This is what the boys call a Dozer Mania 3 back then. Um, I'm I'm already like I'm in a panic. I got the doors are about to open. I can't find my gear. I need to get in my car. My gear's in my car. So I'm like going all over the place trying to find my keys. I finally was able to fucking get my key. I can't find them. I'm like, well, shows canceled. Can't find my keys. Fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
walking back and my mom's like, she's like, Wesley, because that's what she says. She's like, how much are these pepperoni rolls? Like they're $2. For these little things? I said, yeah, they're $2. Like, I'm just gonna sell them for $1. I'm like, no. I paid $1 a piece. They're $2. If you don't know how fucking business works, get the fuck out of here. And I walked off. She's like, don't talk to me like that. I'm like, you're fired. And I walked away. And then like it was just like every little fucking and it was like because I was pissed because like I couldn't find my keys. And then my wife at the time, my wife, not wife at the time, my wife, she she was asking me about do you want to open doors? I said, I don't give a fuck. And I just walked to the back. Like I was just so fucking hot about it. Like this the littlest thing set me off. Like it just set me off because I couldn't find the goddamn keys.
Well, you know, if you take a long time to set up something important, that little thing can really fuck the whole thing. And that sounds like that's the point that you were at right there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You were talking about your wife. You met your wife in wrestling. Do you want to maybe tell that story?
Do you want the long? Do we have time for the long version? Or you want the short version?
Brother, we're so happy you're here. You can give us any version you like.
Well, how are the people in the chat feel? Are they okay with the story?
Okay, I'm not lying. The people in chat have so many questions and they've given so much love that you're gonna want to go back through on YouTube and look at this later. There's that much.
I can't wait to see it.
Dude, it's a lot.
Oh, thank you guys. It means a lot. It really does. I can't wait.
Clown said long version. The fans have spoken. They want to hear the story.
Okay. So it was April 2019. I was booked on a show in Springdale, Pennsylvania. It was for KSW. It was for the KSWA. I think this is like after this is like my third run with them after they fired me twice. That's another story. So like this is like my second show back with them. I go to the show, and why does Beat keep leaving for?
He smokes crack. Actually, oh no, see, we got a mid hit right there.
So
sometimes it's just to sneeze, blow your nose.
That's fair.
Simple.
Stuff. I don't want to see my ugly face doing that.
So I'm at the show. I'm getting ready to go out. So I'm out in the ring, and there's friends of mine. There's friends of mine that are at the show, and they're staying with this group of people who I've never seen before. And there's this girl in the black hoodie who I thought was like, oh shit, she's hot. I looked and I can see while I'm in the ring, I saw the lust in her eyes. Now she won't say this, but I saw the lust in her eyes when I locked eyes on her. So I worked the match. I went to the back, text my friend, hey, tell that girl in the black hoodie. I said, what's up? And he said, no. I said, and I quote said this. I said, I would sure like to give her the husk, LOL, with the bone emojis. Okay. So I go out, intermission. I go sit down. This random chick comes up. It's actually her sister. And she was talking to me for a second, took a picture and walked away. End of the show. I get a message, hey, come up, meet Anna. Her name was Anna. And I said, okay. So I go up to her. I got towel on my neck. I'm chilling. And she's like, hey, Wes, this is Anna. And this is Wes. She goes, hello, as she normally does. And I said, oh, excuse me. And I used this pickup line. I said, don't mind me being sweaty. I get nervous. I get sweaty when I'm around pretty girls. And she just looked at me. She said, get the fuck away from me. Her exact quote. Okay. And then I was trying to do small talk and say, hey, can I get your number? Maybe if you want, just chat me. She's like, I'm not giving you my number. I said, what about Facebook? She said, you won't find me on Facebook. I said, okay. So turns out my friend that was with me put her and I in a group chat together with him. So I'm actually on the road to New Jersey the next day. Get a text from her. Hey, what's up? Like, not much. What's up? And we started talking a little bit. Started chatting. One thing led to another. We were talking online for a couple months. Then we started FaceTiming each other. Went out a couple times, and
Husk.
Husk, yeah.
Husk. But here's the funny story. Okay, so that's my side. Now that's my side. Now her side is this. Okay, so originally she wasn't going to the show. From what she was telling me, she paid like she was going to take her nephew to the show, but she didn't want to go. So she paid like her friend. She paid her nephew's friend $20 to go to the show with him. So when she got home, her sister and I met earlier. Said, "Hey, Sorg and them, who were my group of friends, are up there. It's like, hey, let's go up and see him. We haven't seen him in a while." And she's like, "Well, I just lost 20." She's like, "I'll pay you back." She's like, "Come on, let's go find you a husband." Exact quote they said at the show.
Wow.
So when they're at the show sitting in the crowd, they walk in and they're thinking like, I guess like Sorg, my friend Mike texted Anna and said, "Hey, we're by the bear entrance." So apparently she thought there was bear wrestling going on. And she's like, "Where's the bears at?" Well, she's like, "No, there's no bears, but like the guy coming out next is the closest thing to a bear." And lo and behold, boom, baby, here I come. Boom curtain. I'm walking through doing my thing. And I guess like Melissa, who is Anna's sister, goes, "There he is. That's your husband right there."
No kidding.
No
Wow.
kidding. No
Wow.
kidding. So and then, like I said, I looked and I saw the lust in her eyes and Husk.
Okay, it took
good
an
for
hour.
You.
Hell yes, good for you. And you got married a couple years ago, so
Yeah.
congratulations on getting through what I think are the harder years sometimes as you're adjusting.
Well, trust me, we got married. We started dating in 2019. The pandemic kind of really we didn't see each other for like 4 or 5 months because of the pandemic. Because she's a nurse, so she's a travel nurse. So she's like gone 4 days. Like she's gone when I'm like. So when I'm home, she's gone. When
Yeah.
I'm home, when she's home, I'm gone. So we see each other maybe 2 or 3 days a week. But like our lifestyle was like our life. We have our like our things. You know what I mean? She like we have our quirks that like we have we trust each other. We know, like, with our lifestyles, we have our things that we're cool with and we're not. And like, I think that's what kind of like helps us out with our relation, like with our marriage, you know, because like when we see each other, we're always together. She gets annoyed by me like any other wife would.
Yeah. Welcome to marriage.
Yes. But you
Why
know
do you think
what?
I'm here for 3 hours?
But you know what? We've made it work. If it wasn't for her, she changed my life completely. Like I went from living with my mother in West Virginia, now I'm living in my house with her, and I have the great she changed my life completely, and I couldn't ask for a better spouse and a partner. She's my best friend, and I truly mean that. So
that's what you always wanted from a little kid and on, is you're able to find someone to really be your second half. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Very happy for you.
Thanks, guys.
Not easy to find at all. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. And like, especially with like especially with like our lifestyles, it's like, it's hard. Cause like I said, she's a travel nurse. So I don't get to see her a whole lot. Like, it's like so how am I like, it's like I'm living a single life, but I'm not single. Does that make sense? Cause like, I mean, like right now it's weird, but it's a good thing. So it's like, it makes us appreciate it when we are together.
That's the truth. I've had a long distance relationship, and when you finally do get to just sit down and relax and watch a movie together, that makes all the difference in the world, man.
Yeah.
So then,
trust me, we still have like the general, what do you want for dinner? Oh, I don't know. What do you want? Oh, I don't know.
Yep. What do you want to watch on Netflix? I don't know. I hate that show. You can watch this one.
This is how we usually figure out. We'll like write one or like funny. You guys will pop for this. So we'll like write one or two, like we'll write 3 or 4 like things we want to do. So if it's like a movie, there's like 4 movies we want to watch. We can't decide. If it's like a restaurant, it's like 4 things we decide. So if we can't figure out I'll call Madman Pondo. I said, Pondo, pick a number between 1 through 5. 4.
Nice.
And then that's what we do. And that's
So
what we do.
Pondo is partially in control of your relationship.
Yes. He is the boss. He is my
Trust in
boss, and he is
Pondo.
my boss's boss. Yes.
Okay, an hour and 15. We're finally getting to it. How did you, or what was the road to GCW for you? What did that look like? You know what I mean? Like, how did your roads cross, you and GCW?
Okay. So I've always, growing up in the business, when I started out, CZW was the number one indie, like straight up. I've always been a fan of Combat Zone, the deathmatch style, hardcore style. I like the strong style of wrestling. I've always been a fan of that. And I knew like that's where my path I wanted to get to. That was like my goal, for at least in the United States. I never thought in my life I would ever get to Japan. I never thought I'd get to GCW. I always thought I would just be a regional, every once in a while I'll go out of the area type guy. Because it was like that for the first like 18 years. Like I said, the pandemic hit. I was lucky. I caught that pandemic wave. It was like guys that were getting hot, and I was able to ride that a little bit. Let me take a drink here. So 2021, I think it was 20. No, it was 22. It was like one of the ones where it was like 6 months before it was 3 months after before I worked Janela. I was at a show in Chicago for Warrior. It was when they were doing the New Japan AEW show. Warrior ran a show literally right across the street. I ended up wrestling Mike Bennett on that show. And
nice.
me and Mike and I had a great fucking match. Like, it was probably one of the best matches I ever had. And the crowd that day was a gentleman you and I, we all know and love, named Orange Crush, aka Adam.
Adam, yeah.
Yep. Adam was in the crowd that day. And the next day I get a message on Twitter from him asking me if I wanted to come work JCW. I'm like, first thing I said to him is like, is this a rip? Because I never thought I would get like a message from that. Yeah. So I said, yeah, man, I'd love to come in. And then he brought me in. I got to work the GOAT. I consider Joey the GOAT in the Indies right now. I thought me and him had a great, I mean, for my first time being there, I've heard you say this before, coming in, it was like, who the fuck's this guy? And I get that, you know, nobody knew who the fuck I was. Like, I had some buzz, but not the buzz that like people would expect that I have now. And, you know, I thought my match with Joey was good, you know, for like back then, you know, I mean, I know now I can have a better match with him. Yes. But I was also extremely nervous, and I wanted to go out there and I wanted to show out. So for what we did, a body slam challenge, went out there and I thought I gave the performance I could, and I thought it was great. And that's what got me into the mix of things. So I didn't work. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe I might have a shot working with GCW, like GCW, you know? So Adam would bring me in during the showboat. The first showboat's the New Year. So, okay, when I told you guys there's like stories that even Brett or Adam doesn't know about, and this is stuff that I want to tell you guys. I would, whenever I was booked for a KCW show, like something would always happen where like I would like, something always happens where like, I have to get there. I'm going to get there no matter what the fuck cost it is. So like so it was the weekend of, the first one was 22 was for Battle Bowl. No, it was 22 or 23. It was when they did the first Battle Bowl. 2 nights before, the night before I was supposed to leave, I actually had to go to the hospital because I ended up choking on a piece of steak.
You have to be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. I had a piece of steak stuck in my throat. And I went to the hospital. I had to get emergency surgery to kind of get it taken out. And wasn't allowed to drive. So I went home. Like went home, got the procedure done at 6 a.m., went home at 8 o'clock, 9:30, I was on the road heading to fucking Atlantic City.
Boom.
Okay. Because I wasn't going to miss this opportunity. Wrestled the next day, went home. The next show was trying to think here. The next Atlantic City show was in April. I was coming.
Let's see. You were saying Battle Bowl?
It was after Battle Bowl. Which one was that?
Okay, so you had Battle Bowl was January 1st, and then I don't think we saw you until July at the Extreme Birthday Bash, you and Christian.
Okay, so me and Christian, I thought that match was great. You know, I was extremely nervous. I watched Blake Christian, like I would always watch tapes of Blake, and I was excited to work because it was like the first time I actually got to work with somebody that was like that had a good buzz, and like I know I could have a good match with him and keep up with him. And I thought the match was good. What do you think, B?
I'm sorry, which match was that?
Me and Blake Christian. Yeah.
Here's where it gets funky. We have done so many matches.
Hundreds of matches ago off the top of my head. I don't remember it.
That's when I did that when I did my first dive at GCW and then like took out Jumbo.
Was that your tope?
Yeah, that's the one I debuted my tope there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. What was the showboat, the next showboat one? Now this is where it got funny. So I'm coming from Nashville the night before. So it's a 12-hour drive. I'm driving from Nashville. I get to Philadelphia because I left after the show, drove throughout the night, got to Philadelphia, went to a gas station, went to the Wawa by the airport. Yeah. My gear got stolen out of my car.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is when me and Yo-Yo was tagging, and we worked with the main event. So I got to the show 45 minutes before bell. I had no gear. This is when I wore a GCW shirt, and I had Jordan Oliver take a pair of my shorts and cut them up. So that way I had something like that way I had some sort of fucking gear to wear.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was able to get it back. Someone they found it. It was like 2 blocks away because I had like a lock on it. Like they couldn't get into it, so they found all my shit was there, even my fucking entrance attire and everything. So.
No, so they basically tried to get into something. They thought they'd get something out of it. Couldn't even get in, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Dumb thing I'm going to tell you. Again, I've been around 46 years, and I tell people this all the time. I feel like before something great happens, shit always hits the fan.
Yes.
And the bigger the shit hits the fan, I feel like the bigger the reward on the other side. And I feel like that's what I'm hearing is you get your break, and then boom, shit hits the fan. And you have to almost have a little extra oomph. But once you do, it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. And trust me, there's more. Oh, there's a lot more. So which one was this? So what was the next show after that? Because help me out here. So
we just covered you and Yo-Yo versus the main event. Next was you versus CPA at the Showboat.
Okay. So
October 8th.
Okay. So I'm coming from Kentucky, okay? I did a show earlier in the day in Kentucky, had some beers with Chase Stevens, which is a bad idea, but I was good. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this fucking drive. So I drove from Ashland, Kentucky to Atlantic City, New Jersey. 9-hour drive throughout the night. I said, I'll just get a hotel along the way. I couldn't find a fucking hotel anywhere. From fucking Hagerstown, Maryland to Atlantic City. Everything was booked up. So I got to the Showboat. There was no rooms. I ended up sleeping. I brought an air mattress with me. I ended up taking my air mattress and sleeping in the back room where like they keep all the where Chad keeps like the extra stuff, like all the gimmicks and everything. So I ended up fucking sleeping back in there for like 6 hours before the show.
Jesus. Yeah, this sounds like the struggle.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and I'll tell everybody here now. When you want something, like I wanted to be a part of this company so bad. Like I went through, even though I've been doing this shit for a long ass time, like the grind is always going to be there with me. I will fucking hustle and grind to get any opportunity that I can get. So like wanting to be a part of this roster and being able to be on these shows for me was a blessing. because I never thought in my entire life I would ever get this opportunity. And I wasn't going to waste this opportunity no matter what. So, like sleeping in the back room on an air mattress with using using my backpack as a pillow, and using a tarp as a blanket, like it made it all worth in the end. Because I remember walking out and like I had my air mattress with me, and Brett looked, he's like, what the fuck's that air mat? He just gave me like a weird look with the air mattress, like I was putting it away. Like this is shit like people don't know that I tell. Like I'm telling you guys first because I never told anybody this. And if you want validation, you can ask Chad because Chad saw me sleeping on the air mattress.
Wow.
So after that, I did Battle Bowl again, and then I was gone for a year. I think 2023, I kind of, early 24, I was kind of done with wrestling in a way because 2023 I was kind of done with wrestling because wasn't getting anywhere. Like I wasn't getting booked a whole lot. Like I felt like my time, like my shine was wearing off. You know what I mean? So I was like, even with GCW, even with JCW, like I wasn't getting booked much. It was kind of like I was floundering when I was getting booked. So, and it was okay. Like if this was it, I could say, hey, I did this for a while. And then I had nothing going on. And then Japan knocked. Like Pondo gave me the opportunity to go to Japan, and we're back. We're off to the races again. So,
well, thank goodness you mentioned that because Japan is what we wanted to talk about for sure.
All right.
The fans, the listeners, sorry, wanted to talk about Japan also. B, did you want to see if there was any questions or anything? Or I feel like it's been me and Beastman a lot more than it should be, and I feel bad for poor B tonight. And you would think that he's the sick one. I'm the sick one.
Every time I'm like the listeners, man. I just love hearing these stories too. Like as you said, Beastman, you never said any of these stories, so it's like, and I'm glad that you kind of mentioned like that, those things that you go through and have to do and struggle with as a wrestler just to perform. Like, I think I'm glad you kind of mentioned that first match with Joey, because that's where I was like, first time I saw you, and I was very hard on you that day. And I was like, not for me. This gimmick, this style, everything's not for me. It doesn't feel like GCW, but I'm kind of glad you went through all those things because those are stuff that like I, as a fan, and as when I review these shows, like I don't think about, like, especially back then when we just started the podcast, like I'd be probably hard on a lot of wrestlers, not knowing, hey, they just slept through this because their stuff got stolen and this, like, I don't think about those things. So like, I'm very happy. Like when you tell those things, like it puts like our job into perspective and like what we do. And I'm like, I was hard on you then, but I grew, like, I'm glad we got to Japan. For me, like I kind of grew to love you with this Japan trip. John sent me the link, sent me the tournament. He's like, I watched this for Slack, but you have to check out Beastman. Yeah. He was the star of the tournament. I'm like, the same Beastman that I shit on with Joey Janela. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's see it. Let's see the growth and see it. And you killed it in Japan. That for me, that was your breakout for me as a fan of yours. And
thanks, B.
And to show like what you did to improve, as you said, not even improve. You just, you're nervous. You had a bad, like, in my opinion, a bad first match to start off and debut, but you bounced back from that in a way that I don't even know what not a podcast, but someone who reviews GCW, you are like the one that I would say I've been probably the hardest on to grew to love the most because of your work and everything you've done. As you said, you kind of took time away from GCW because they weren't using you, but you not reinvented yourself, but you took yourself to another level in this tournament, and you've continued to carry that momentum. And we talk about a lot of these wrestlers, like Manders just has been carrying momentum for 2 years because of what he did in overseas and stuff. So I want to hear about what overseas you learned to kind of, and what you brought over here to kind of, for me, extend your, not career, but like bump up to another level and take your career to another level in GCW.
So I want to ask you guys something real quick. John, when you were doing your research, did you see any mentions of me? Sorry, my thing is shaking, guys. I got my phone on a box because my original stand's broken. Dude, so it's like,
we're all good. It's all good.
When you're doing your research, did you see any previous deathmatch experience or anything like that on when you were doing your research?
Really? No. I feel like you truly dipped your toe in the last couple years.
And I was going to ask you that because you were talking earlier, like how you had this one style of wrestling, and then now like you love this deathmatch stuff. And I was going to ask you, like, with your longevity, and now you kind of joined it kind of late in your career, feels like, and not, well, maybe you're about to educate me, but for me, it feels like you started this part of your portion late in your career, and I wanted to see how that affected you.
I did.
Okay.
So, I have always been, I've loved I love deathmatch wrestling. I've always said, like, back in the day when I said I'll never wrestle a female, I said I don't want to do death matches. Because I was like worried about the glass and stuff like that. But like when an opportunity knocks, I say if I ever get to do death matches, I'm going to do it when it matters, when it means something. So when Pondo asked me to come to Japan with him, I said okay. He's like, I know, Reed. I wouldn't really consider those death matches. They were to an extent, but not really like the matches that I do now. So, like I never took glass ever. And he's like, you're gonna get cut with glass. Are you okay with this? Like, yeah, I'm cool. Like I was cool. I was down. I was all in because this is like my goal was always to wrestle in Japan. It wasn't to like, I mean, of course, for anybody WWE get the like the contract. That's where everyone was. For me, if I could never make it anywhere, it was wrestle one time in Japan. Yeah. That was my goal. So went over to Japan. Did my first match with light tubes. And like I said, I didn't really have a lot of experience with it. Like, so I was very easy with it. Like I knew how to take them. I knew how to give it to people. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm gonna do my flip. It was with Ishikawa. That was the first Ishikawa-san. That was the first match I did first match I did tubes with. So Ishikawa, I had him set, and he actually moved him while I was when I was running. He moved him to a certain direction, and when he moved him, he actually moved to a point where we both got fucked up. I actually ended up getting a really bad cut on my arm. I actually had to get surgery to get a piece of glass removed. And he had to go to the hospital and get stitches after that. So that was after that, I'm like, fuck, let's go. So that was my first experience with light tubes. I come back from the first tour. I mean, things like I was in better shape. Bookings didn't really pick up a whole lot. I still wasn't on the GCW radar yet. This is the tour that me and Redacted did. It was me, Redacted, Dale, and Pondo. So came back, got asked to come back to do the tournament and do the tournament in January. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. I was excited to go back for a second time. I go back over. I didn't do any death matches in the States yet. So I go back over and like there's that itch that once you do it, it's like you have that sickness. So like I fucking loved it. Went starting to get used to it because like I didn't know how to work the deathmatch style all that well yet. So like I'm thinking when I'm over there, I'm like, you do what you are not allowed to do in the States.
Okay.
I'm like, that's what run through the crowd, chase fucking people, fucking throw shit, fucking destroy shit. That's what I did. When I found out I was wrestling Schlack, okay, I was excited. Like, I was pumped. Now, everybody got pissed off that I beat Schlack, okay? Everybody and their fucking mother got pissed off. So, here's a little backstory, okay? I didn't know I was going over until 20 minutes before the show started.
What?
I didn't know.
Oh.
I thought I was putting over. I thought me and Schlack both thought I was going to put him over in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go up to Ito, older Ito, and he was the one, like, I always go to him and ask him what I'm doing because I can't read the fucking run sheet because it's all in Japanese.
Right.
So he's like, you up on Schlack, you in semis. And I'm like, let me get this straight. I'm going over on Schlack. He's like, yeah, 20 minutes. Okay. So I go over to him because we were at a match playing out and everything. I go up to him, tell him, he's like, fuck. as Schlack would say. Well, what are we gonna do? I'm like, so went out there and did it. I thought the finish of the match, I thought made perfect sense. The finish that we did, I actually been using that finish. Like I used it in Japan, like that modernized bonsai drop that I do. People thought it was a fucking botch. It wasn't a botch. That was the finish, and it worked out great. Yeah. So like working with like, so and me still being inexperienced or working death matches, like I understood the psychology and how to do it just by years of experience. But it's like when I was over there this time, I sat with Masada and we were watching the tournament from last year, and he was giving me pointers on what I can do to be better. Because like I said, I want to be, if I'm going to do this, I want to be the best. I will never be the best at it, but I want to at least be good at it. You know what I mean? So, but like the match with Schlack, the match with Ito, by then I was tired as fuck having to work a third. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the match with Wakamatsu. I was fucking dead. Because, like, I mean, I didn't train myself to go 3 rounds. So I wasn't expected. I was only going to go, I thought I was just working the one match and that was it. So, and you know what? I turned out to be, I went out there, and like, you saw after the match with Wakamatsu, I was the one getting this, and this is a shoot. I was the one getting the standing ovation when I was leaving. So that's when I knew I was on. That's when I knew I was doing something right over there. When I got to the back, after the match with Schlack, I get a message from Adam. Brett wants to know if you can work GCW in March. I said I'm there.
Yep.
So, and then that's how I got back in the fold of things. So it's funny how it's just all perspective in pro wrestling. You know, I know I'm not going to be everybody's favorite wrestler. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know, I would rather, like with B, I'd rather would change people's opinions on me by how I work than trying to like talk shit on the internet or trying to kiss ass. Right. That's not how I do things. I rather would earn their respect than try to get the demanded respect.
And you definitely done that with me. Like I don't think I've backtracked a statement on a wrestler more than I have with you from my first initial reaction to where you are now in 2026. Like, yeah, I backtrack all that real fast.
Thank you, B. I appreciate it. And then I did not know about Deathmatch Facebook group pages too until I was over there.
Sorry about that.
Damn, guys.
Just stay off of it.
They get rough. It gets rough.
They do. And you know what? And I'll be honest with you, I read the comments like everybody else does. I won't reply because like I feel like I shouldn't reply to like comments made about me because everybody's gonna have an opinion. I know like in some forums I'm people's favorite, some I'm not. It's okay. I can't be everybody's favorite wrestler. I'm not trying to be. I'm just me. I'm one person, you know? If I had a fucking dollar for every time someone said a negative thing about me, I'd be fucking a millionaire. So it's just like I'm like not everybody's favorite. I'm like everybody likes ice cream. Everybody has their flavors they like. Some people don't like mine. That's okay, and I respect that. Like I'll never hate somebody for giving an opinion, you know, because thankfully we're able to get that. I will say this though, I don't fucking understand why deathmatch wrestling fans bitch about sheets, Wawa, and soup. I don't get that.
I'm about to say
it's regional shit. That's what it is, you know.
Okay.
You mentioned Wawa. I thought our chat was gonna start the discussion.
Listen, guys, they just built a Wawa in Hagerstown, Maryland, which is like the closest Wawa I got. So like anytime I go work for Voltage now in Maryland, that's like my stop.
So I was going to ask you, Pittsburgh to AC, what's the drive on that? 9 hours?
6 hours.
That's it? Are you going through Philadelphia and then heading down?
Yeah, I go through Philadelphia and take the Atlantic City Pike Parkway or wherever the hell it is.
Okay. I had to ask. And before we stop, or before we were probably going to get to that match here soon. We're all first of all, I'm sunken into what you're saying, and we're losing time in the best way possible. I want to talk to you about that second trip to Japan just for a second. I want to give you my side of it. Okay. So I order the show. It's, I'm guessing midnight, 1 a.m, because it's West Coast. And I went full Russo. I watched that first round with you and Schlack, and I literally did, full Russo. I went, bro, and I just ... and I send it to Brant. And I go, I know you're going to see this in the morning, but when you see it, Beastman is on a whole other level. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know if someone spoke to him when he was over there. I don't know if maybe it's just the Japanese style fits him better with the monster, but something changed, dude, and you have to see it. And there were conversations behind with quite a few people were like, whoa, something's different. I didn't know if maybe a Japanese man sat you down over there and said, listen, here's your role. This is what you do. Tweak 2 or 3 things and you're good. I don't know. I still don't know to this day. I felt like you got on a plane and just something flipped because I saw a different person and no shit. I'm just telling you honestly. And no shit. Yeah, I bought the fucking show for Schlack. And then yeah, and I told him that. I go, I bought this fucking show for Schlack. And then he put his dick in the dirt in round 1. I'm going, what in the hell's going on? And I was not, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, there went a good chunk of my show. And then I watched you come out in round 2. And I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't a mistake. And then you went into round 3 and I went, fuck, this guy's getting a push or something. I don't know what the fuck happened, but something changed. And that's what I was writing to Brant that whole night. He woke up this morning with full paragraphs from me going, dude, something's different. Something's changed. We need to really look at this a little harder because we obviously missed the point. And that's what changed everything because we realized we may have missed the point or somewhere something wasn't pulled out of you. And once you hit King of the Deathmatch 2, I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I saw a different, I'm just telling you, performer, straight to the performer's face, something changed in your performance. And I really thought that someone sat you down and said, listen, brother, you've got this package. You need to do this with it or that with it, or try this. You could tell me you did nothing different and I'd be like, dude, I swear I just saw a next level Beastman and it really, that was it right there. That was where it changed my mind that I went, okay, this motherfucker's got something and Jersey hasn't pulled him out of it yet. And I've seen it in Japan. And I said, bro, we've got to really pay attention. And then GCW hit.
So I'll be honest with you guys, John. When I was over in Japan the first time, I was just being cautious because I didn't know what to expect. But once I came back, no one said anything to me. I knew there's gonna be a lot of eyes on me on this tournament, and I wanted to fucking show motherfuckers who the fuck I was. I got to be fucking Beastman. Not this watered down fucking cartoon character shit that I was doing for a long ass time. I got to be the fucking monster I wanted to be when I was over there. And and I got the freedom to do that. That's why I was able to be on that different level. Because I had motherfuckers tell me to work a certain way for almost 18 years. And, the comedy shit can only go so far. But once I'm the fucking full-fledged fucking monster, you guys you guys seen what I could do.
Oh, I saw the Brody come out. The actual Brody of Beastman come out.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. For me, I think you utilizing that and walking through that crowd and then them running away from you, the Japan crowd, that's exactly what you're saying. That shows the beast. And I think when you came here, I don't know if it was a match against Mance Warner or, oh my goodness, Stackhouse. But you guys went into the crowd and you just saw the crowd oh, they're brawling. I'm getting the hell out the way. You saw you had that presence already. And I think, as you said, the serious Beastman presence of actually instilling fear in the fans. For me, that's what made me, like I said, click and it was perfect. That was what was missing, I thought.
Thank you, B.
Forgive me, I'll be just right back. Like I said, I'm nursing illness and I need to get some water. I'll be right back with you for a second there.
We're all on the same page, Bobby. So I'm already 4 balls in, so I got another 6 right here beside me. So,
well, John, I'll make sure you don't hit the mute button there. You got the first bug. But while he's doing that, we were going to show the match that we were kind of talking about earlier. Is that okay, Beastman? When John comes back,
the 3-way.
Yep. TOS X, Beastman, Otis, and Dr. Redacted.
Well, yeah, that's cool because I there's because I'll be like I wanted to talk about something too about that match. Like I have because like I told you guys earlier, this is the first time I've seen the match.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
I know that like there was a lot of mixed reviews about it. I don't really care what people thought about the match. I thought it was a beautiful disaster. It was a car crash. That's what like that's what the match was supposed to be. You know what I mean? There
And I
was some
think
shit in there.
Deathmatch wrestling should be sometimes too to show
Yeah.
like, hey, it's not this ain't supposed to be the pretty Texas catch can. Like this is supposed to be ugly in a brawl.
Exactly. And like I know that and we'll talk about because like that match really like I felt like when after the match, because I was down on myself after that, because I knew it wasn't like what I like all this momentum that I've had built for like the last like 6 months coming to that, and then like it just was like one thing after another. And I'm just like, fuck. So hi John.
I'm back and hydrated.
Let me go grab a water real quick here, and we'll go to the match real quick. All right.
He got
Yes, I'll just
jealous.
say
You hear
it.
that? He got jealous. He goes, he got fresh water. I want fresh water too.
Of course, I want fresh water.
man,
Here
here.
I went to go the right one. There we go.
Here we
All
are.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I didn't even, we just got started talking. Normally we do our match up front, but honestly, we're having a good time. It don't matter.
No, I'm glad that I'm glad you guys are enjoying my company. I'm glad I'm not boring you guys to death.
Oh, hell no. And like I said, you got to look at chat, man. They're loving you.
I was about to say it might be one of the join the long list of people we're gonna have back for a part 2.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Oh my. Yeah. So this is the first time I think you said you've watched this match back, correct?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be good then.
All
Okay.
right,
So,
everyone.
I don't really have my setup with me as much as possible, but you're going to see here we're at GCW's TOS 10. This was a first round match, and this was between Dr. Redacted, Beastman, and our current UV champion, Otis Cogar.
So real quick, are we all in the ring?
Yes, this
Yes,
was
sir.
after the intros.
Go back, you can show them. It's okay. I know people want to ask about it.
So I have the timestamp still marked. I literally told him 37 minutes, 10 seconds just to get through that part. But if you're looking for that, it'll be about 36:30 or 37.
Okay. And there's part of it.
By the way, I've watched Frank over and over. Plus you have to remember, dude, we're all big guys. We're big guy fans. I felt so terrible because I'm guessing you were thinking Frank was part of that share. No, he really likes you like a lot. And
I love Frank. I love Frank. I think
we're pro big guys. We're pro big guys, especially. So yeah, he felt so terrible for weeks. He's like, I think he thought I kicked that chair. I'm like, I hope not. He goes, no, I don't. I love these guys. So I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, I've watched this 100 times trying to figure out what the hell went on.
So I can tell you guys exactly what happened, okay? So if you watch, I'm swinging my bone, I'm whacking, I'm hitting the chairs, but like I hit the one. If you go a little bit forward, I'll show you what happens then. So if you watch right there, I hit that chair and the chair fell in front of me, okay?
Yeah.
And look who's right there. There's the man behind the grassy knoll.
Francisco. Frankie Foreplay. Yep.
So in all honesty, when I didn't see like so the mask that I'm wearing right there is like I've had the mask for about 3 or 4 years, and I just got it fixed to where I can actually see better in it because there's mesh in it.
Yeah.
And I had the mesh changed to where I could see more clearly, so it was more tight. That was cool, by the way.
Great.
That's
So-
a perfect play off of it.
I call that a recovery because I feel like that was a great recovery. You brought it back to where it needed to be.
Thank you, buddy. So I just got the mask fixed, and I was like excited to wear it out. So as soon as I fucking walk out, it is like it is dark as fuck in that mask on. Okay, like my eyes are like super dark, so it's like I'm wearing like really polarized sunglasses. And then the floor is wet. Like I mean, the floor is real slippery in the building that day. There's no doubt about it.
Always.
But like when I whacked the chair fell in front of me. I didn't see it, and that's what made me go down.
I was
And
gonna
there
say
went
the Otis
just
trip too.
tripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck you guys drinking back there?
So that's what caused my fall. I mean, there was like anything more, nothing less. It was just like 3 or 4 things that like, and plus it didn't help if you guys look. Usually there's more space at the showboat with how like
Yeah.
when you walk through, it's like super close. So I'm
Especially
not
on
making,
a TOS.
yeah. So I'm not making excuses. Like I felt it's just what happens, you know. Shit happens.
Shit
Ain't the first
happens.
time it's ever happened.
Otis did it 10 seconds later, like
Yeah.
you said. Like
Trip balls just a little bit after that. It happens.
But John, you messaged me a while back. You said, "Hey man, like I appreciate you like with your sense of humor, like not like taking like not being upset about the comments and shit like that." I thought it was fucking hilarious. Honestly, I thought that shit was funny.
It's okay. We all laugh, but at the same time, like me and B, we're the type where we're like, oh, you know, because deep down we're kind of hurting for him too. We're cheerleaders, no shit, and we feel terrible when we know that people work almost 20 years to get to a place, and then on the big stage, you know, just a little. I'm like, shit. I hate to see that, you know.
and I'll go to the good, John.
I was just gonna say, a lot of the wrestlers, over time, we feel like these are our brothers and cousins. And when you watch someone fall, it's like watching your brother on a big stage fall. You're like, shit. So I mean, that's where it's at. It becomes personal after a while, and we really do care. And
I'll just say I'll go from that trip to fall, that entrance, and I go to like the entrance that stands out to me, to be honest with you, is the Dream On entrance. Like you just coming out and soaking in the second story, the crowd, and like you just soaking in like what Dream On look like it meant a lot to you to be able to wrestle in a cool space like that. But like I just see like your appreciation. You're like, oh shit, like this is what I've been working for 20 years. Like I love seeing those things instead of like the little trips and make fun of it, because shit happens. Like Reed said, shit happens all the time. It's wrestling. Otis tripped a second. Like I hate when people like could sit there and dwell on it, like how you didn't. I smashed the thing. It's over. Everyone forgets about it, and you play on with it. You didn't take it like as you didn't make it worse for yourself as you did. You played it off and recovered perfectly.
Yep.
I like how Redacted sold that right there.
I think he just gets out of the ring. He's like, fuck it.
Casually.
Who made those barbed wire? Like the barbed wire boards? Who made those?
That's one of the fans, I believe, that makes those.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a fan that. What a fucking. That's totally a redacted start. You can always tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. So now this was your second tournament, correct?
Oh, throwing a tube from that far.
Using his own momentum against him, Redacted.
There's the LA crew.
Going to the floor, all 3 competitors. Otis now with the guts of play to the head. Dr. Redacted.
Who's on commentary? Is that Nick?
No. Oh, is that maybe
like
Mose?
Yeah, it sounds like Mose.
Should be John Mose.
Okay.
I can look it up real quick.
I got it here too. Hold on.
And there's Veda.
But Beastman from behind.
Setting up a chair. Beastman tried with that trash can shot. Oh.
No, you're right. It was Nick.
Was it?
And another one not done with him.
Good ear.
Sometimes I can't tell the difference with those two. I'll be honest. Those two voices get me in the same.
I hear young guys. You know what I mean? I just hear younger guys sometimes.
So how would you compare being nervous in that first tournament overseas to now going into the second one?
Well, this is legitimately my second death match in the States. So big state, like this is okay. Going over there in a foreign country, but like is one thing, but actually doing it with your peers in the States is a whole different thing, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna go to the apron this time,
so yeah, it was a little bit more nerve-wracking.
Oh, the screen. Oh, there we go.
Swatted him out of midair. He just bounced off the massive chest. Oh, and a chair unfolded for some reason.
Oh my God.
Now okay, so you you worked in the carousel room for the Battle Bowl.
Yeah.
Can you compare carousel to terminal?
That shit was wild right there. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Damn.
Not the venue chairs. not the venue chairs.
I was thinking your fucking neck. Like if you would have hit one of those chairs wrong, you would have popped your neck.
That's what
On
Frank's
that.
like. I think your Nick just said too. Not those chairs.
What was your question, John? And I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh no. I was the rude one. I interrupted basically. I was just gonna say you threw him over your head there, and I don't know if you even knew. Were you gonna land on your neck on one of those chairs or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
When you're out there, it's like you don't like when you're out there, it's like injury is really like the last thing I'm thinking. Oh, carousel room. I prefer the carousel room than this room any day of the week.
Yeah.
Out of the top of the head.
There we go. Take it. Boom.
Turns it around.
I was just about to say, redacted in the chat. He wants to ask about bowling and how he bowled a strike on his lane from your lane in Japan.
Oh, is that redacted? Hey, Steve,
Yeah,
how are
he's
you, buddy?
redacted.
So it was my birthday. Okay, this is a good story. We're in Sapporo. It's my birthday, and we decided to go bowling. So we're at this bowling center, and I go throw my ball, and my shoe got stuck on the approach, and I threw my ball, and my ball bounced out of my lane onto Steve's lane, and it rolled, and got a strike off of him.
Oh,
Dude,
my
that's a pro. You should have just been like, well, that's why I'm a pro.
Well, actually, I do bowl on the side amateurly, and actually won a state title in Ohio in 2017.
What's your
I think
average?
you said, I was going to say, I think you said your top average like 205, 210.
Yeah, 205 is my top average.
Oh, we gotta go bowling, Beastman.
Let's go.
Vegas.
Hey, you ever done a 300 or no?
No, not yet. But best I've done is a 297.
Oh, 279. I got every strike except the first one.
Damn, dude.
First one I got a 9. I struck out the rest.
Wow.
Is draped across the ring.
I used to bowl
Yeah.
too. I had a 220 average my last time.
Whoa.
Once I started dating my wife, once I started getting laid on a regular basis again, that's why I kind of like stepped back from bowling a little bit. Ooh,
My
shit.
average dropped. My average dropped too.
I love the straight razor Otis does. It's so creative. I like when he does it when he has thumbtacks in the arm and just starts scraping it off.
Yes.
Oh, he's popping them like like ticks off of a
Yeah.
yeah.
Snatching up Beastman by the hair.
Oh yeah, Reed Harris Cooper said there's some cool bowling in Vegas. He thinks there's a bowling in the arcade at the Horseshoe where everybody's going to be.
Okay.
Also, if you're hip hop fans, I think I mentioned this before. The Horseshoe sits on the corner where Tupac got shot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So you could go down there and see where he got shot. I thought there'd be a memorial. It's just a light post that's just been painted by people. It's he should get more, but yeah, dude, the straight razor's cool. He's in good control of it. It's not like it's a long weapon.
Dragging Cogar in a position.
I'll sandbag it, clown. I know how to get around that.
Has something in mind.
Oh, Cogar prone on the rope.
Coast to coast? Nope, not a coast to coast. My bad.
Now
Hey,
at this
redact-
point,
Oh, I say, redacted. If you're still in here, do you still have my doll? How's it treat? How you guys treating it?
Oh, there.
All
He's a regular listener. He's another one that he'll probably be in here.
I love Steve. He's such a good dude.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great couple. Excellent.
Oh, dude, they're so great.
When they come to Vegas, I try to make a point to say hi if we can. We got a burger joint that we like, and
Is it the is it the one where you can be 350 pounds and get free food? Because I'm
No.
gonna do
the
that.
heart attack grill. No.
the Heart Attack Grill is cool. That's not far from where we live here.
I'll probably end up going there a few times while I'm over there if I go to Vegas this trip. So
Honestly, totally worth it. You're gonna get your protein in. You eat for free.
hell yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so little story about right here.
He's still climbing. He caught the chair.
Ooh.
Oh, that fucking Steve, that ladder toss was a little wild.
Not at all.
Did you see that shit go into the crowd?
It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful disaster, is what it is. I love.
It's independent wrestling, you know.
Mhm.
What the chair did, Otis.
It's very GCW. Is the best way to put it.
Beastman taking out the
If you're not getting hit in the crowd, then you're not getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
So have you ever had In-N-Out Burger? It's a West
not
Coast
yet.
chain.
No, I haven't had In-N-Out Burger yet.
Worth trying once. So yeah,
Now,
crowd
Carnival,
participation is
Carnival
Heart-
Cast, the place we're talking about is called Fuku Burger.
yeah, the one we're talking is Fuku. The one that Beastman's talking about is the Heart Attack Grill.
Yep.
And there's one by the Nerd Bar, and there's also one down in Henderson where we live.
Nice.
You're not a sushi person, or are you?
I am not. I am not a sushi person, believe it or not.
I only ask because we have an all-you-can-eat out here, and I figured,
Okay.
you know. But if you're not into it, doesn't matter. Another awesome spot. Another awesome spot. Fans sunk right into that.
So yeah, Screwball saying you want to get booked for the Sean Henderson show, so that way it's right next to the Heart Attack Grill.
Come
there
here,
you go.
hold me.
Yeah, it looks like Beastman.
Yeah,
Sean
was that an
Henderson.
official announcement? Beastman, are we getting Beastman in Vegas this year?
That's a bad sign.
I don't know for sure yet, so I'm still waiting to reply from a
coming.
couple text messages from somebody.
He's
so
coming. It's Beastman. He's coming. He's coming at this point. Let's be real. I'll be the
MPK
unofficial on
Club.
this one. Unless shit falls apart, Beastman will be in Vegas.
There you
Deathmatch
go.
Invitational sounds Death
I-
Vegas Invitational sounds good.
I've been waiting. I'm waiting for Brett to give me the invite. So if you're listening, Brett, I'm waiting for the reply. So
There you go.
DM's open.
yep.
The temple.
You'll end up getting one of those famous yo statements where he just
Yo!
says yo and nothing
Yo!
else comes of it.
taking that release. Vertical suplex here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was wild.
Four.
So you see that door right there?
Yeah.
Look. So I was supposed to go through that door. The problem was I didn't have it set up when I didn't have enough time to set it up. So when I fell off from the ladder spot, it wasn't set up always. So I kind of took a funky fall
Yeah.
from there.
Led. Oh.
Roll up in Vegas.
Yeah, that's Brett. That's Brett
Roll
right
up
there.
in
Roll up.
Vegas.
On the outside.
I've been down for quite a while.
Fans
Hmm.
for their favorite.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to, I'm guessing supposed to be selling that door spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fan who makes those.
Okay. Those are pretty sweet.
And yeah, look at this.
Like when I was in there, I wasn't paying attention to it, so it was just like I just thought it was just another piece of board with some like black tape on it.
You didn't see Redacted's mug on it?
You know, Brent, you and I talk about how sometimes setting up tables and shit can slow down a match. You know, in this one, having a trios, you can actually have like Redacted right now is working on shit while these two are fighting, and I like that.
Yeah,
That was a nice
up with
spirit.
Otis there. Like him and Otis, like, hey, like we gotta take out the beast. Like, let's go work together.
Yeah.
There, like you said, it plays out perfectly instead of like making it look silly.
That fucking, I like. I don't know how far we peel back the curtain on that trap there. What kind of trap is it?
It's a beaver trap.
Is it, okay? I was trying to figure out like, is that beaver? Is that like a muskrat, or is that a?
Dude, this motherfucker. Oh,
That was
So-
crazy.
so no, I was more pissed that the trap kept fucking going off when it wasn't supposed to.
I seen that 100 times. You were sitting there fucking with it.
Well, so here's what. So I can tell you what happened if you want to peel back a little bit. So, actually, give me 1 second.
Oh, you could. Yeah, you can see there. He's setting the trap again. The damn thing keeps. Yep. See, and there he almost got his hand in it. There, I remember this. The redneck in me knows this struggle right there.
Let's see, where's it at?
Okay.
Can he get it
Backpack.
in?
I hear this.
No.
No, sorry, Reed. I didn't see what was on the other board. I don't think it was anything on the other board.
You thinking another follow-away slam? No, maybe a Fire Thunder driver.
Oh,
Rikishi driver. Oh, no.
Cogar might have just saved Dr. Redacted right there onto the bear trap. I don't know how Redacted would feel about that if he loses this match, but
Not just in this match, but maybe his life saving him there.
You know, this is better than I thought it turned out to be honest with you.
Oh,
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
good.
as bad.
Oh no, it's not bad. Hell no.
Redacted,
Oh no. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
and yet we've seen this time and again where Cogar
This,
is willing
the way
to
this
take
match
out
was
Cogar.
done, it couldn't have happened as
Beastman did
singles.
more
This worked out really well as a trio.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will,
Especially with like Otis and Doc kind of like doing stuff to go against you. Set up, hey, we got to work together to get the beast down before we can start doing anything.
Yes.
Well, I know I was like in this match, I was the odd man out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like I know Otis and Redacted are like the prime GCW guys. I'm like the odd man in this thing. Like, so
Otis with the chair. Oh, transfer lid. Top of the head.
Everybody looks gassed.
A punch from
Yeah.
Beastman.
I think we went 17 minutes in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's
Jeez.
17 and some change.
Position. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god. Trying to.
Beastman with the coup de grace.
I don't know if he.
I think Redacted's trying to keep himself from falling, and
Ah.
Oh fuck yeah. Did you use that one in Japan at all?
No.
Oh, that's totally Japan. That the fans would eat that one alive.
Yeah.
Able to turn it around.
Taking him out.
Turn that into a Rikishi and sit on their chest. Take them from the top level.
That's what he
not
was saying.
sure.
That he did the Yokozuna one.
Yeah.
The bonsai drop.
Oh, Beastman fires off the first.
Thoughts
shot.
on Otis as new UV champion?
And Otis is-
I love it. I think it's great. If anybody deserved the belt, it was him. He's busted his ass this whole year,
Beastman was
you know,
the guy that used to-
especially after losing in the finals in TOS and Nick Gage.
He
If anybody deserved the belt, it was him.
himself and, you know, found a-
And I
You're-
remember watching Otis when he first started because he was around when I saw his like first like 5 or 6 matches.
Between the-
So him and Atticus, they both like grew into their own fast. And they knew what they were doing. So like
Redacted's back up. He's got that.
if Abe, like I'm so proud of those two, like, and I'm being serious too, because I know where they started out at and where they're at now. They both deserve like those belts, and they've busted their ass to get to where they're at.
in the US.
And Otis's weight loss. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm 85 pounds down, and I told Otis, I'm like, dude,
Scarlet.
I totally, I totally respect how much work is involved. Same thing with you. I haven't had a chance to tell you yet, man. All that weight loss is respectful as fuck. It's not easy.
thanks, John. That means a lot. Look at fucking Steve firing up.
Just
Uh-huh.
when he goes crazy like that, you just hear the crowd. The energy changes.
Yeah, I wish I had his fucking energy.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Out of each competitor. Could be thinking
Again, great guy.
Tower of London, but
I'm looking forward to seeing Otis in LA too. Haven't had a chance to really talk to him yet. But I mean, you're echoing what every single other wrestler's saying is deserved it, earned it.
That's a lot of
Oh God, I can't. Oh my God, I forgot I did this.
Was this your call?
Hey,
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
You did what
to
you
get
could.
the balls to even try it, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Was that your call?
Yeah, that was my call. I've done a top rope Hurricane Rana before. The ropes. I mean, if you saw the ropes were just too loose for me to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually
So-
talk about that a lot. Every now and then we'll go, okay, third ropes, bottom ropes loose, top ropes loose. And
Yeah.
Gringo's been a big proponent of that. He's really had problems with loose ropes all over
Here
the
we
country.
go. Trap again.
trying to get the
Got it. And then,
Yeah,
oh my
there we go
God.
again.
That thing is not working for you.
No.
I actually got I got it right here, and I can show you guys what the problem was.
Was it mechanical?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Otis with the bear trap now.
Yeah, the Beastman is staggered.
Ah.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Jesus.
There you go.
Oh, his hand.
Such a perfect play there too. Like,
Do you know how many pounds of force that thing's putting on?
Oh, damn.
That probably about 120 pounds.
Yeah.
I think he can't even believe
And
it.
were there? I didn't see. Was there teeth on that one, or did you shave them down? Or
No, there's no teeth on it.
okay.
did Adam just do an or not Adam? Yeah, did Adam do do an X for you on that?
Maybe, yeah.
I gotta rewind that real quick.
That's funny. Did he?
I gotta
Did
see
he
that.
throw
Like,
an
if
X
so,
on a
that'd be
fucking?
cool. Like, let's see. Like, I think he throws it up right here.
Believe it.
Oh no, he's just brushing.
Oh,
his head.
okay. I thought he X'd it too.
Because
Okay.
that would have been like cool, like to show like even the more realism. Like, oh shit, like hey, got a bear trap on his hands. Help him out, guys.
Okay. So watching that back, I enjoyed that. That wasn't bad. It was
Oh, gosh,
better. It was better than I thought it was. And I'm being honest. Like
That was
and
controlled chaos, dude. It was good.
All right. So two things. So for the bear trap, okay. So the mechanic here, it's all in this thing right here, okay. So this flat piece right here.
Give me a second.
There you
There
go.
we go. Sorry.
So it's in this piece right here. So this piece was this is what controls the trap to be in order for it to go off. This was loose. So
Yep.
I'll set it up like I'm setting it up right now for you guys.
Just don't let it go off. I'll throw up the X.
Over here.
If he fucks himself up, do we keep the cameras rolling? What do you think, B?
I don't know. We're gonna have to.
So you see it? Like I'm shaking
disclaimer.
I'm shaking the fuck out of it. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
mechanical.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's because of this. There's a screw right here that's loose that controls it to go off.
Yeah.
So if it's loose, that's what kept causing it control. So if like an animal hits the trap, depending on how tight it is, so if you hit it really hard, that's what will get the snap to go off. But it's really loose. All you have to do is just like a little touch, and that's why I kept going off like that.
Huh.
Jeez.
Oh shit. Okay. We talked a little bit about the first trip. We talked about the second trip. Everybody wants to talk about your third trip to Japan.
Let's go.
In ring and out of ring. What crazy shit went down? Where'd you get to go see? Where'd you eat? Let's just talk about how it went, man.
So this time I really kind of went to enjoy like more of like you go Totocon, Homing, Ribera, Mr. Dangerous, the normal spots everybody wants to go see. So this time, like me and Mickey it was me, Mickey Masada, Mike Weaver from Australia, the provider, I forget his full name, sorry, and Jimmy Lyon, Chondo. It was all of us this time. So like me and Mickey kind of took like Masada did his own thing most of the time. So me and Mickey took the guys around, showed them like the normal spots. I went to like a couple new restaurants that I wanted to try last time. I went to a couple shows. I went to the Noah show at Budokan. I got a free ticket from Luke Gallows on that one. And then I went to the All Japan show New Year's Day. My friend Jack Talos, 7 foot tall motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He's over there right now. So I'm friends with him, Odyssey Jones, and Harry Smith, and Cyrus, who was over there right now. So I went to go see them, and it was cool because I got to see Jack win the tag belts. So that was a cool moment to see. So getting to actually go outside and venture, like see other shows this time. Because I've always I'm an OG All Japan mark. So I'll walk that King's Road all day, every day. And yep. He'll be there. So him and Chad. So that'll be a fun fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So getting to go do that, I got to go see. I went and did a little sightseeing this time. Got to see some temples, which was really cool. I was going to try to go to Nagoya. There's a friend of mine down there named Mackie that all the Pittsburgh guys know that I haven't got to meet him yet, but he was wanting me to come down and check out his shop. I didn't get to go do that. I got to meet Yuji Nagata by accident, actually. So that was kind of cool. Went down to my friend 296. He runs he helps the BG. He has his own store down there next to Suzuki's store at this mall. Like it's literally right across from each other. So we all went down there and we saw Minoru Suzuki was outside. We said hello to him, paid our respects to him. I turn around and I see my buddy and I'm like, oh fuck, that's Yuji Nagata. It was just like the most random thing I wasn't expect to see. So that was cool. Got the I'm not a big sushi guy, but I eat sushi when I'm over there because it's really fresh and really good.
Right.
The wrestling this time it was the tour. Like the tour was great. The fans were really happy to see us back. Like me and Mickey back. They were happy to see Masada back. All the new guys got over there, which was cool to see. The tournament was fun. Going to the finals, getting to main event Corrigan Hall, which is something I never thought I would ever get to do, was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this tour was my best tour performance-wise, and did you guys get to watch the tournament at all?
I've not seen this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. So there was it was a tag tournament this year. So it was really hard to really, every match was almost trying to plan out different stuff throughout the match. You know what I mean? But I got to work with Ito, getting to work with Masada was cool. Getting to work with Rima was cool. Tagging with Mickey was great. Oh my God, it's so much fun. So much fun.
We have a lot of people asking about you and Mickey. How did that all go down? You guys have a good time?
Yeah. Oh, it was a blast. So originally we did a tag match last year with young Ito, and shit. Sorry, I'm starting to get tired.
I mean, it's only 1 in the morning. It's only midnight over there.
Yeah, it's only midnight.
Yeah.
No, it was, I guess, Ito and Takeda. We did a tag with them. So, and it got over so well. When we came back this time, they wanted us to do tag again. So when we did, they made merchandise of us, which was cool. They made T-shirts from Convict designed the shirts for us this time. They made merch of us. So Big Japan took really good care of us this time. It was great. I thought my favorite, from a couple of the things you saw, I'm sure you guys saw the clip of me throwing the box of light tubes on Mike Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fucking insane. Getting to work with Kobayashi is always fun. Trying to think what else.
Okay, so I actually lied now that I'm thinking about it. I did see a good chunk of this match. B, that's the one that I sent a link over to you and was like, hey, check this out.
I'm about to say, I know you sent me something. I just haven't had the time to watch it yet.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't feeling well, wherever. Yeah, I went and I remembered seeing that one. I wanted to ask you, what were your thoughts on Weaver? I know I'm getting in the middle of things, but that's the first time I'd seen him before. Nice guy.
Oh, great guy. Very nice guy. Good. I would like to see him more how he works at non-deathmatch level. But for what he does, dude's bigger than me. He's huge, but he moves really well. He does a double. He gave me a double knees, which I'm very, for bigger guys like him, I'm very hesitant on because, I had a smaller guy do it to me once and he actually broke my ribs. So I'm always kind of weary about taking moves like that. But with him, he was very light and I didn't feel a thing. So he's very light for his size. And he was willing, he had an awesome moment with Hama over there because they did a similar wrestling spot. That was really cool to see. And overall, he's a really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. I would work with him. I hope he comes to America, or if I ever go to Australia, I'd like to do some stuff with him over there.
Yeah, man. He just put an impression on me, and that was the first time I'd seen him, and I went, you know what, that guy's got. Again, I like my big guys. I saw how he was moving and what he's doing there, and I go, you know what, he's lucky he's young. Work it, man. Work it as long as you can, dude. Because age comes. Someone had asked here, Reed actually had asked also about, they saw the picture that I posted with you and Mr. Danger. Which tour was that picture taken from?
That was from this past tour.
Okay.
Yeah, I got I every time I've gone over there, we always I think he has the best steakhouse. I think his steakhouse is the best. Ribeiro's over, in my opinion, Ribeiro's overrated all the way across the board. I think his food's better. So I'd rather go like I'll go over there. I'll eat steak every day if I could. So like, dude, so good. The soup. All right, you soup loving motherfuckers on Deathmatch United. If you want to talk about fucking soup, Danger Soup's the best soup. Fucking mark it down, write it down. Quote me.
Danger soup. Is that like a corn chowder or what is that?
No, it's like a stew. It's like a really
Okay.
spicy stew.
Oh, it's spicy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I've also heard the same thing about Ribera. They actually say that it's better to go to there's a couple other places. I've heard Mr. Dangers is one of them that, you know, Ribera's because everybody went there traditionally from the old days and onward.
Yeah.
Did you try to find the seat that Brody sat in to see if you could get that picture or anything?
I did not. Well, so there's two Ribeiros. Did you guys know this?
No.
So there's two Ribeiros over there. There's the original one that the father owns. It's the smaller one. It's like more down. It's like more in Tokyo. Then there's the other one where everybody goes to. That's where everybody usually goes, gets their jackets and stuff like that. That's like the bigger one. So the OG one is like I haven't been to the OG one yet. So I've been wanting, like I was hoping to go over there this time, but there wasn't, like, honestly, when you're over there, there's not a lot of time to do things like you would think there is.
So when you first went over there, were you just scared as shit? Like, how do I get around? How do I move? Like, do I have to stay attached to someone just to get the length, you know? And versus now, I'm guessing you know what to expect. You know, you're going to be taken around places. A lot less stress, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like when I went over there my second time, it was easier for me to get around by myself than it was the first time because like, language barrier, you know, you're taking trains and cabs instead of driving everywhere. So learning train systems, like definitely a big thing you need to know. Carry a change purse, like, cause you get a lot of change over there. So like it's very cash based.
Yeah. I've heard that too. They don't really do a lot of electronic. It's more cash based.
Yeah, and they don't like you tipping. Believe it or not, that's an actual thing. So, because like the first time I was there, I was trying to tip my waitress, and she was like in shock when I tried to give her money.
Huh.
Getting to hang out with Seo Sal was always a good time. Like he's such a good dude.
So then, gosh, I'm trying to remember.
That's the guy that Sei's the guy that draws up all the shirts. The artist.
Ozawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Seizawa.
Yeah, he does a lot for quite a few wrestlers too.
Yeah.
His work is badass.
Oh, it's great. He drew my last shirt that I got made. He drew the design. It's fucking great. So I'm probably gonna go through him for now on for my shirt designs and everything because it's so unique and so cool. It's so creative.
James Noter, one of our listeners, asked, "What's the story behind the jacket for those who don't know? Is it given out? Is this an honor code thing? Can you buy one? How does that work?"
I've heard a rumor that you can buy a jacket now, if you want to. I think honestly, for me, being like I got mine was given to me, so I kind of like look. I think if you buy a jacket, you're not earning it. You know,
100.
I believe if you're over there working, you should earn your jacket. So, like mine, I have mine. Mine's like sitting on my in my closet right now because it'll never fit. Like, no matter how much weight I lose, it'll never fit. I barely got it to button up. And I'll be honest with you, like the tracksuit that Big Japan gave me means more to me than anything else. So
those tracksuits look sick as fuck. I love them. Oh man,
it was such an honor to get one. I was so surprised when they gave me one.
I hope they make that a thing. I mean, I really hope they make that a thing every year. It'd be kind of cool. And there's only so many they're making because there's only so many participants.
That's true.
Oh man, those will be worth money down the road one day. I could see that.
I'll give you if I ever decide to sell mine, I'll give you first dibs.
Give me a jingle. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm trying to look here if I'm just asking, on any of these trips to Japan, did you receive any training with anyone or any helpful advice?
I worked a lot with, like on this tour, I worked a lot with Masada because I've known Masada for almost 20 years. Like, I mean, we've always just like casually, hey, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? But like, I actually got to know him on this tour and like hanging out with him. we would sit down. He sat with me, and he would like we were watching matches from the tournament from last year. He gave me pointers on like what to do to be better at so like this, do like this. Instead of doing that, you should have done this here, like those type of pointers, like good critiques. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I appreciate that because like I said earlier, it's like I want to be a good deathmatch wrestler. I know I'll never be a great. I mean, if I could be a great deathmatch wrestler, that would be awesome. But like, I want to learn to. I want to do it right. You know. So that's my biggest thing. And if I can learn from somebody like him, and he's taking the time to teach me this stuff, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna like take everything in he says.
He only has so many years left, and from the deathmatch perspective, he is the veteran, one of the top veterans. You know, you got
Yes.
Necro and a couple others out there. I mean, in a place where you're getting your feet wet and into listening to all that advice is only going to help.
Can I say something real quick, John? Since you brought Necro up, can I say something about Necro if that's okay?
Oh, dude, this is wide open. We're wrestling fans.
So
this is
okay. So when you were talking about trainers earlier, and
Yes.
this is something I don't bring up. Necro used to live like 45 minutes from where I lived at in West Virginia because he's from West Virginia.
Yep.
So for a while, I actually asked him to let me take him to shows to drive it. And this was like back in 2010, 2011, like 2012, 2013, when he was living down there. And I would drive him to the airport. I would drive him to shows. He really taught me how to be my character. You know what I mean? Like he's the one. Like Necro is a genius. He is a certified genius. He's the one that really like taught me to, okay, if you're gonna do this spot here, why are you doing this? Set it up like this, like how Masada was teaching me, like with deathmatch stuff. But he was teaching me this stuff with character work. So like so I credit Necro as like one of the guys that helped me when I was coming up, like learning like how to be Beastman and stuff like that. So like I know like he's someone like I really still respect to this day.
Oh, again, on this side, we're a GCW podcast, but when it comes to how the fans split, and for me, I'm not into that. But I know.
I just want. It's like if I'm going to give the full story, I want to like tell the whole story. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, I'll tell you where his Necro's last birthday, I sent with Hardcore Hillbilly a 12-pack to Necro. So.
Oh, that's fucking great.
It's all good, man. It's all in fun. I just try to get along with everybody. I'm Switzerland.
No, I am too. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm not a like you guys like sitting here talking for the last 2.5 hours. I don't hold grudges with people. You know, people have opinions about whatever they want to say. I just do my thing. You know, I just sit here. I get up in the morning, I go to work, go to the gym, I go home, I watch wrestling, and go sleep. You know, like it's like when I go to shows, I go to shows, I say hello, I enjoy talking with everybody. I try to go out there, give the best match that I can, and then I go after the show, I just go back home. So I just do my own thing. I don't follow what everybody else does. I just more worry about like what's going on with me than anything, you know. I'm more like I keep to myself with shit. So does that make sense?
Oh no,
Same.
Keep your head down and do your damn job and shut your mouth, and you'll go home happy.
Yep.
Yeah. Matt Tremont was on our show and mentioned working with you, how you both did some time in West Virginia down the road. I didn't realize you guys met 3 times at VOW. 2019 at the Bruiser Brody Cup, twice in Jersey Championship, May 11th and June 12th, once in GCW for the UV. Do you have an older memory of Matt Tremont you'd want to share or could share?
Actually, I remember the first time I met Matt. It was an IWA East Coast show. We weren't booked on it. I was down there hanging out. It was Kevin. I remember it was Kevin Sullivan was on the show. So I know he rode down with Sammy, and we just sat and we were just like, we sat beside each other. We just talked a little bit and stuff like that. So that's the first time. Like that's the first time I met Matt, and thought he's a really cool guy, really nice guy. You know, and then getting to work with him at VOW was awesome. Because like I knew he was on the up, and getting to work with him was cool, especially like when I started, like when Reed earlier brought up like doing deathmatch stuff with VOW. We were in Pennsylvania. We were only allowed to do so much. I mean, Pennsylvania has an athletic commission. We can't do barbed wire. We can't do glass or anything like that. So we were working with lattice, which is weird. But it was cool.
You're getting splinters more than anything.
Yeah. So getting to work with him with that was really cool. And I didn't see Matt until like 2019, until when we did the Brody Cup, and like a lot has changed. Like I got better. And then working with him this past year at GCW and shit, like I thought it's been a lot of fun. Like Matt's the GOAT. Like he is the man. You know, getting to work with him is always an honor, because like he took the time to do what he did for me in our match at like, which he didn't have to do. You know, he made me like he really brought me up to another. I thought he brought me up to another level, especially in my first ECW match, especially being in a main event, which I was not expecting. You know, so that I had a lot of pressure that day, and you know, usually like when it comes to pressure, I usually turn out pretty well, and he helped calm me down and shit. So, and he made the match a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I got to work that match with him. I'm glad to be able to work with Matt as much as I had this year, because I got to learn. I've learned a lot. He's let me. He's a guy. He's one of these guys that, like, if we just want to go out there and just wing it and just go with it, we can. So he has that same mentality I have when it comes to calling matches. So, and like he's even to this day, he's still creative with stuff that he thinks of, and I love that. So, and I have nothing but respect for him, like nothing but respect. Like if he would ever need anything, he would call me. I'll probably be. He's like, I don't do it for a lot of people, but he'd be one person I would do it for.
So you mentioned Masada, you mentioned Tremont. In your second half of your career, who have you learned the most from working with? Has it been one of those two, or is there someone else off the top of your head?
Because
you're always learning. Obviously, you've shown us that.
Yeah. It depends on what, like, Tommy Dreamer, he's helped me out with some stuff. Rhino, I've been working with Rhino a lot up in Detroit for his promotion, IWR. He's helped me he's taught me, like, he always gives me like advice on how to be a better big man. Like stuff that I never, like stuff that he knows that I should know, but I don't know. So, you know, Adam Galt, he's taught me some stuff, like when it comes to like ring positioning, for like some things, which has been cool. Like just like stuff that like, so like, okay, hey, it's probably better if you stand here instead of standing here, because like the crowd's gonna see it more, type things. So Adam's been cool with that. Matt's been awesome. Tony Deppen, Tony's helped me out a lot. Probably like anytime I've talked to him, he's always given me good advice on things. Joey's another one. Even fucking Lauderdale. Lauderdale's giving me some good advice on what I can do to like improve and be better, you know?
Yeah.
So and like these are guys that like I'll listen to, because like even though like some of these guys I've had more experience, like I've had more years of experience with, but these guys have been to places that I've never been to. So that if I want to get to the level that they're at, like these are guys I need to listen to be better. And that's like, so I appreciate that from them. They didn't have to, they don't have to give me advice. You know, they can just like, you know, they can just like go do their thing. But like, I do really appreciate any time they give me like anything at all. So.
I have one or two more serious questions. Let's do some fun ones. I have erased so many questions. No shit. We actually would need a part 2 on you. I'm not fucking kidding. I've taken out half my questions for sure and literally set them aside.
Okay.
So we'll definitely have to talk about that, because this is fantastic. Who's someone you can look back on in the industry and say they were great to me?
They were or weren't?
They were. Yeah. Yes. Positively good to you.
Necro Butcher for sure. Pondo. Barbarian.
Really?
Barbarian's always been good to me. Yeah. Boogie for sure. A local guy named Quid Magnum who books a local company. He's always been good to me. Rick from Black Diamond. When I started out, he gave me my chance, and I was with him for 15 years before I broke off and started my own promotion. I learned a lot from him. If it wasn't for him, like I said, like there's certain things in that like gets me in certain spot places. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten trained properly. And I appreciated him doing that for me. And like I owe a lot to him. But at the same time, it's like I can only go so far. If I'm gonna get to the next level, I gotta figure out what to do. So like he helped me get to that. He helped me get to where I needed to go next in my career. So he's someone he's someone that I will always be thankful for, greatly appreciate. My wife, like I know that sounds crazy, but she's been my biggest support and also my biggest headache with this stuff because
Always,
yeah,
yes.
because she's always telling me to go chase my dream and when I do, but then she's like, "Oh, you're not going to be home." I'm like, "You're the one that said to go." So that I would say them, all those people.
She's learning the goods and bads of travel.
Oh, she doesn't travel with
Through
me
you.
anymore.
Oh no,
Yeah,
through you
no.
though. She's learning time is precious when you're
Yeah.
home. Is there someone you can think of that you could say they didn't get everything they should have gotten?
Like all around in general, or
Just is there someone that you worked with earlier in your career? Is there someone you just watched them work their ass off and they just never got their break?
Yeah, Super Oprah. Like I said earlier,
yeah,
Super Oprah for sure.
When people go back and study your tapes 20 years from now, what do you want them to see in the work that you've done?
That being able to still be a character in the modern era of wrestling can still be relevant. You just have to make it relevant.
And just as you were saying earlier, being out there but not being too much out there is a very fine line.
Yes.
Being animated but not being too animated. Being different but not being too.
Being able to work the modern style but still be able to have a character involved in it.
That's a good way to put it. Last serious question: who's the one person in wrestling you'd love to sit down and talk to, living or dead?
Living or dead? Can I do both?
You can
living,
absolutely.
Dead would be Bruiser Brody for sure. Bruiser Brody and Andre the Giant would be the two. Living would be Mick Foley.
So with Andre, what would you pick his brain about?
How to work, how to work like a big man, because he's the OG big man. So, and just like advice on how to be able to travel the world and be an attraction like he was.
Man, I want to hear his stories of struggle. There's not a damn thing he ever did that fit him.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
That's gotta be terrible.
Well, I was just watching the Andre documentary that HBO did today, and there was a picture of him like sitting in an airplane, and they had to take the divider out so he could be able to sit in both seats and make it one seat for himself. It's crazy, like thinking about all the travel that he did and what he had to do to put up with it.
And then only they took the arm out, but now he's got a chunk of chair sitting up his ass.
Yeah,
and like none of that. And then getting into the bathroom, that I'm only I'm now only 265, and it's not easy.
No.
I can't imagine 4 or 5. Jeez Louise.
Look, I used to be. I'm not trying to be derogatory, but when I was like 450 pounds and trying to wipe your ass, it was damn near impossible sometimes.
Yeah. Showering is a whole new ball game. Getting into and out of a car is a whole different situation. No, it's not easy. Okay, fun questions. Do you have any pets?
No, I don't. I used to have a cat. My cat name was Bruiser Brody, actually, believe it or not. So,
Are you a Mountaineer fan?
of course.
I only ask because I have some friends that go to the games every week, and him and his son met you there. So,
Okay.
this past year. So I had to ask, were you working or were you a fan or both?
No, I love them. Love West Virginia. Take me home. Take me home. Country roads, baby. So,
B likes the Dolphins a little bit here. Was it a rough year to be a Dolphins fan?
of course. I'm hoping. I'm hoping the new change of guard fixes what needs fixed. I'll be honest with you. I think Tua is not a good quarterback. We shouldn't have drafted him, especially when he had that hip injury in 2020. But Mike McDaniel was a good coach. He could do what he could only do what he could. I'm glad to see he got a job with the Chargers. I don't know much about the new head coach, but and the GM, I know they came from Green Bay, so we might have success. We might have some success there, but my opinion, I think we need to move on from Tua. We got to get rid of Tyreek Hill, focus more on Jalen Waddle, and Achane, make them our primary sources, and then just draft up a new roster.
See, real fast, I am not a Dolphins fan, but I do know
No.
quite a bit about the Dolphins. I'm unfortunately a Falcons fan, but it's funny. So the Dolphins, like, I would have kept Mike McDaniel as like the offensive coordinator. Like, I think he's lost control. Like, as a head coach, I think it just got way over him. But as an OC, like Herbert, he's gonna do great things in Seattle with Herbert.
If they don't make the championship game next year, not the Super Bowl, the championship game, I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
because the Chargers just leveled up.
I thought the Dolphins should have got Chris Shula. I mean, it's right there in the name.
Yeah.
Shula. Like, how do you not get Chris Shula as a defensive person? Like, you just got a defensive person, but you got the wrong one.
No, I agree with you guys. I'm surprised we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, B, I thought I'm mixing it up. Isn't Madden where you like the Dolphins, or am I wrong there too?
Yeah, I do like playing that.
Okay.
All that speed. Yeah, you're right.
I was trying to figure out where the Dolphins came with you, but I'm like, he's a fan, or I forget which one.
Nah, I know about the Dolphins.
Okay. Easy question. You ever play football? And what position did you play?
Offensive line, defensive tackle.
Dude, I was OT and DT. Loved it. I was in a small school also.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
Malvern.
We would always play Canotton Valley all the time.
Okay, so Canotton Valley was in the IVC. That was actually part of our conference in high school. Yeah, man, Canotton Valley, Sandy Valley, a lot of those, East Canton, Canton South. We had 4 teams in our IVC that were Amish teams. We legit, you want to talk about playing football and wrestling, go against farm boys. That's been tossing bales of hay since 8.
We played a team called Turkey Foot in Maryland.
Yeah, I know. Turkey Foot in Maryland? Jeez. No, never heard of them.
Turkey Foot Fighting Rams. That's the name of the team. I think it was a Pennsylvania team, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it was but we always went through Maryland to go to the school.
Hey, you know what's kind of funny? I used to get bored. I think it was on Friday nights. Do they still show the Steubenville Big Red games, the high school football games on TV?
On WTOV9, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then the other thing, I'm just wondering, I used to watch Saturday Night Live, and after Saturday Night Live, they used to show an old school Star Trek and then Next Generation, and they would do this all throughout the night. Do you ever see that or remember that?
I do. I don't remember them doing it anymore, but I do remember them when I was a kid watching that. So
I could never sleep, and there was no internet. So boom, I'm stuck with whatever's on TV. Ended up being a Star Trek fan because I stayed up late out of nowhere. Yeah. Well, if I was lying that I wasn't from the area, I would have been a damn good liar by now. Did you ever try DeCarlo's after I mentioned it at all? You ever tried DeCarlo's pizza?
I'm an OG DeCarlo's fan.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Now here's my question. Which DeCarlo's do you like the most?
Okay, that's funky. I went back home and went through the ones through Steubenville, like the Wintersville area.
Okay.
I don't know which the best one is. I think I just went to the OG, like the original.
Is that the one in Weirton, the Mario DeCarlo's?
Oh, I think
that one's good.
The original, and Weirton is one of the satellites, maybe.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
So
it's all the same pizza, though.
So, well, actually, no, it's different pizza. Believe it or not. Yeah. So
Okay.
Mario DiCarlo is in downtown Weirton. They put thicker cheese on the pizza compared to what the OG DiCarlo's is. Because like now all the DiCarlo's are franchised out
Mhm.
instead of just being like one thing. So like like the one in Glendale used to be ran by Pizza Joe. That was his actual name. That one got bought out by the owner. So now it's like they're all like one big conglomerate, and the pizza sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Unless you go to you ever had Elm Grove DiCarlo's? That's the fucking pizza.
Never been over there.
It's called Patsy's now. It's really good. I took the first time I took my wife to that. She's like, I don't know what the big deal is with not have with the cheese being cold. I
Yeah.
said, go outside and eat a slice. And she thought it was crazy. She comes back now. Anytime that we're in the area together, we have to take it home with us.
So my trick has been okay. So here's what's going on, B. This is why it's a big deal. Ohio Valley Pizza, there's this area, this little part of the country where they'll put sauce on the dough and they'll cook the dough and the sauce alone. Then when it comes out, they'll put on the pepperoni and the cheese.
Yep.
And it's real thin sliced. So I actually close the container they put it in and I let the steam, basically the pizza steams itself. But what's cool is the way they make the crust stays crispy the next day or two. So the pizza is always on point.
It's good shit.
Yeah,
really
That's interesting. That's for sure.
Okay, so my next question for you: you ever hit a hole in one?
No,
neither have I. Working.
Never have.
I've yelled 4 a couple times though. That's
that's the norm.
Yeah,
that's the norm for me.
Dude, I never corrected my grip and everything sliced on me and I stopped golfing.
Yeah. I still try. Like I didn't go out last year at all because I was on the road all the time. So I never had like whenever I tried to go, it was always raining. But like I always like me and my wife will go to Jamaica. We the first 3 years we were together, we were going to Jamaica for vacation. We took a couple of years off from it. We're gonna go back this year. I always golf at the resort up there, and it's fun, man. Like getting to go, like the caddies, they're fucking great. But you have to fucking just like, oh no, man, you suck. Don't hit there. Go over there. They'll talk shit on you while they're trying to help you. It's great.
Next one here. Do you collect anything? I want to do some show and tell with you.
I have been waiting for this. So
what do you got?
Well, I like to collect exotic underwear. Like so.
Oh no, what the okay. Where did you get that from, bud?
Okay. So this I got from Don Quixote, which is like the Japanese Walmart. And I'm going to the checkout aisle and they literally have this like stocked like for sale. So I'm like, I have to buy it.
It's an end cap.
Yeah, it's an end cap.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, so are those the little ones that are on the string that you have to bite them off? Is that like the candy necklace type?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, they put some thought into that one.
Yeah, it's
you got to really eat on that one for a while.
Let's see here. There's it has 0 carbs. It has 92 grams. No, it has 92 grams of carbs, 0 grams of protein, 85 grams of sugar. And because if you look here, it has a fucking nutrition thing.
One size fits most.
Yes.
Oh wait, so I'm asking. I want to know about the back. Is there a string that goes up the crack of the ass, or is there 2 candies that?
It's just a hula. It's just a hula hoop.
I ain't eating candy out the crack of an ass. If just
I don't know. I don't want to open it up because I want to give this to Rhino as a gift on Thursday. So
I appreciate that.
Yes, it looks like so. It looks like it does go up the ass crack. Because look.
Okay, so yeah, it's splitting the red. Oh yeah, it's. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Husk. Oh no.
I did that one for you.
One of our fans said, of course it's Reed. He's saying, I think it just goes around the waist. Maybe that's the one you bought.
How about that? Like, I think it just has like a little. like a flap or something.
Yeah, Beastman likes to buy his with the string right up the ass crack. Yes.
So you're asking me about I collect I like to collect old wrestling memorabilia, like figures, posters. Dude, if Steve, if you're still in here, if you're listening, you can ask him when we went to TotoCon for the first time, I was like a kid in a fucking candy store. Like I was like,
you spent.
oh yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
give me I spent. So like I probably maxed out my credit card like twice when I was like every time that I was over here. So but I mean I collect like here's the thing though, like I like to collect like things that I preserve. Like I have so I got some stuff here that I'm gonna show you guys. I actually grabbed that you guys will appreciate. So all right. So a couple of things I got here from my last trip. You guys will pop for this.
Oh, tilt it just a little. Is that a Hogan? No,
it's Bob Sapp.
That's an Abdullah. No,
Bob Sapp.
Oh,
wow.
shit. Okay. Yeah, it's the reflection of the plastic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it a Pride one or is it like him wrestling?
It's him wrestling. I think it's his All Japan one. So
wow.
I saw this.
Cool.
I had to get this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I got some Shiki boards right here. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna grab the first one. Okay, so I saw these. This was a set, and I got one last year, and I got the one this year. So I got the Story Funk.
Story Funk, yeah.
Damn.
And then I got Terry. I got Terry Funk.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
That's
so yeah,
cool.
it's a set.
Oh man, what do you think you're gonna? I mean, are you gonna maybe like make pictures out of them, or are you just gonna keep them somewhere and not?
I'm gonna frame these and put I'm framing them. And I got my attic. I'm making it into a man cave.
Nice.
So so all my old posters that I have, I'm gonna it's like triangle shape. So I'm gonna put them up and put all the posters going across one way. I'm trying to collect posters from every territory. Is what I'm trying to do. So that's the goal. So right now I'm trying to get. I need a Los Angeles one. I need a Portland one, Mid Atlantic, and I need a Texas one. I got ones from everywhere else. So now this right here, this was from one of the tag leagues from All Japan. This has it has Stan Spivey. This has Dynamite Kid, Terry Gordy. Davey Boy Smith, Stan Hansen's down here at the bottom.
Oh my God, man.
Wow.
Oh no. Okay, I'm just asking. I have to. I'm so sorry. How much is it for something like that?
This was,
and you don't have to be like, but roughly.
I think $120.
Yeah. Hansen's on there. Like, yeah, it's gonna be up there. That many, dude. That's a lot of signatures still.
Yeah. And then this right here, I like to collect random things. So I got this random fucking picture.
Oh, you got McMahon. You've got wow. Shit. I wish I could see the faces in the back better. I'm trying
I'm trying to see who it is. It's a bunch of young boys. Yeah.
With Vinnie Mac.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Hell yeah.
And then let's see what else I got here. There's one more. I might have to go back up to my attic real quick because there's one thing I wanted to show you guys that you will appreciate. I got some ticket stubs right here too. Bruiser Brody Memorial Night.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Did you pick this up on these last couple trips you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me see here.
I don't know if I've ever, dude, a ticket. That's cool as shit.
I was about to say, yeah.
The ticket stubs, they have a shit ton of ticket stubs over there. I got a couple FNW ones this last trip too.
Oh, okay. That's badass.
So, and I got, this is my Holy Grail piece right here. Okay. My wife got me this for our first Christmas together. So, it's an old New York poster.
Whoa.
But if you look at it, look at the main event.
Yeah. Holy shit. You want to talk about a hard hitting match? Wow.
What's also the significance of this poster?
Sit back just for a second there, just a little bit. I'm trying to see the date. January 8th. What year do you think that is?
This was definitely in the 70s.
Yeah,
Was
Johnny
it?
Rods.
No, I would say Broder's like near the end, but no.
Look at the matches. Look at the main event tag match.
Jose Gonzalez and Gorilla Monsoon. Stan
Oh, no
Stasiak and
shit.
Bruiser
That's
Brody.
the guy who fucking killed Brody.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Sorry, it took me a second.
I
You're
didn't.
right. Yeah.
I saw that on Vice. I didn't know the name. Like I didn't remember the name.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
Supposedly.
supposedly. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
my wife got me that for our first anniversary. I thought that was cool.
Whoa,
Dude,
actually
that
kinda
is
crazy,
that
man.
is a fucking home run of a present.
But wait, there's one. Let me show you my girl piece that I bought. Okay, give me
Yeah,
one
man.
second.
Yeah.
Now you guys want me to give you a whole fucking tour of the house.
Hell
No, hey,
yeah! Show us the
you know
man
what?
cave.
I was gonna say Gringo ended up showing his house when he was showing all those villages that one time, and I know he held off quite a few villages just for time purposes.
I still got my holy grail over there, John. That you got me. You got
Oh,
me the holy grail over there.
the Omega.
The Omega, yeah.
Ugh.
There was a fan that
Bruiser Brody 85.
85.
This was the piece I was trying to get for fucking almost. I spent a good chunk of change on it, but it's
Worth it.
authenticated, so
Worth
it's
it.
real.
Wow.
So this is
And
my
let's be
girl
honest-
piece right here.
And let's be honest, if you're gonna get like one nice one, that's a nice piece right there.
Yep,
Look at the size of that signature.
yep. I'm
Oh.
trying to find Andre, the giant one. That's my next one I'm trying to get. So
Have you
just
ever
trust
seen?
me.
I think you said at one point you saw his tights,
Yeah,
right?
I have. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the size of the man?
Fucking huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Now, I'll just ask you, what is your shoot height?
I'm 6'3". That's my shoot height. Yeah.
I'm only asking because I'm around 6'3", so I'm trying to. I always try to figure out where big guys, where they are compared to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, a good one for fans. Do you have bone merch? Keychains, anything that you like to sell?
I got the phone bones. I have to grab them upstairs. They're like all my merch stuff in my attic right now. I got phone bones. I got let's see here. For those who are going to be down in Philadelphia this weekend, I got these. These are brand new.
Oh, are those keychains?
Yeah, Mothman keychains. I got cards and stuff like that. I have other than the phone bones, that's all I have right now. Bone merch. I mean, if you want an authentic bone, I will sell. I guess I have a couple extra ones that I use every now and then. So I'd be willing to sell those as well. But those are going to be a little hefty. So
yeah, that's a whatnot right there. Beastman whatnot.
Funny. One of our best listeners, he says it's crazy how he's collecting old memorabilia, and right now there's someone out there collecting your stuff.
Yep, it's nuts. You never think about it. It's crazy to think about that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone out there's going, shit, I need to get this Beastman whatever from 2018. And
yeah.
And there you are. Yeah, it's amazing. What are some simple things that make your day better, man? When you wake up, what is it that makes a good day for you?
Knowing that I'm still alive, waking up knowing that I made it to the next day, waking up knowing that I have people that love me and appreciate me, knowing that I'm not alone in this world. That's my biggest thing.
That's beautiful.
Waking up knowing that I'm going to be 40 years old in 6 months. I'm at the prime of my career, doing the shit that I never thought I was going to be able to do at my age. Where I wish I was 10 years younger doing the shit that I was doing now. But for as much time as I have left, I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know how long this ride's going to end, but I'm riding this thing into the sand. So I just appreciate everything that's going on. I wake up thankful and appreciative of how my life is, especially for someone that grew up in a home with a single mom, not having a lot of money. My mom busted her ass to provide for us. never thinking that I was going to be able to leave my hometown to do this, and being successful, being somewhat successful with this shit, and just being happy, just waking up every day knowing that like you're doing something that a lot of people said that I couldn't do. So it's cool.
Love it. Your favorite, this is such what a switch. Your favorite fast food. What do you like to eat when you're out there?
Taco Bell.
What you eating at Taco Bell? Let's hear it.
I like to eat, it depends. If I'm on my diet, I would eat a protein bowl. But my go-to is I like to eat 4 grilled steak tacos with cheese only, with a cheesy with a double beef burrito and nacho fries. That's my go-to.
My go-to is that $5, the $5.99 box where it's like you get to choose 3 things.
Yeah,
and a drink. Dude, that's the way to eat at Taco Bell. You have to go through their little meals. It seems like that's where you save a bunch of money.
That's true.
Okay, you're off the road. You have a chance to relax at home. Do you have a family recipe or something comfort food you like eating?
I like a good steak. It's not a family recipe per se, but I like to I like to cook a steak a certain way. Rare. I like it I like to cook my steaks in the oven. So it comes out good rare, medium rare, put some salt and pepper. Actually I put paprika on my steak. It gives it a nice little good little pep to it. So I have an obsession with A1 steak sauce, believe it or not. Yep. So there's something that there's something a lot of people don't know. If you ever like read anything and like if you ever see anything about if I post anything and someone's like you drown in your shit in A1 sauce, I always carry a bottle of A1 sauce with me because like I never know how shit's gonna taste. So I always it just gives me extra flavor to it.
All right, the new trick is I stopped doing A1 sauce, garlic butter. You put garlic butter on a steak, that's all you need.
Really?
Man. Oh no, I agree. Garlic Parmesan crusted garlic butter. You ever tried that?
No, I'm about to say you went in depth there. I just know like the garlic butter. I didn't know about all that stuff. I'm just getting used to it.
Damn, guys.
I know. I gotta get educated.
Oh shit! He said put that butter on butter with a little garlic on garlic.
Garlic Parmesan crusted.
Okay, so just asking you, would you rather have a personal chef or a personal trainer? If you had
personal trainer, trainer for sure.
Are you a good cook?
I'm okay. I cook what I know what I like, so I cook what I like. So my wife's the same way. Like she's a really good cook. Like but when like I said, when I'm home, she's not home. So it's like we have to fend for ourselves. But when we're together, we usually cook. We'll usually cook like a roast or pork chops or stuff like that.
All right, we're going back into when Beastman was a little beast. When you were a kid, what video games did you dominate?
Never really dominated any video games. I played them, but I was more like an outside kind of. I always went outside and played more than anything. But when I did play, I mean, the WWE games, of course, Madden, Star Fox. I was a big Star Fox fan.
Mm-hmm. What music do you like listening to?
I like all kinds of music. I'm more of a country music kind of guy. Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, George Strait. I'm starting to get a little bit into. I'm Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is my favorite singer.
Oh, going old school, huh?
Yeah,
dude. Friends in Low Places is the only song I'll ever sing karaoke to.
It's one of my go-tos. Believe it or not, I actually like to sing Biggie Smalls when I do karaoke.
Which one?
Juicy.
The OG, the one that put him on the map.
Yep. And if you don't know, now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
Favorite cereal as a kid?
Cookie Crisp.
Favorite cartoon?
Cow and Chicken.
Oh, damn. I didn't see that one coming. Favorite toy? Is there a toy you like to mess with?
Oh, yeah. Definitely like my wrestling figures, my Hasbro's. So, for sure.
All right. Celebrity crush. Who were you into as a kid?
Pamela Anderson.
Whoa, he went right there. All right. Yeah. Well, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, you were born in what, 85, 86?
Yeah, 86.
And I was born in 79. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You were just getting into the preteen years or whatnot when Pam Anderson was coming out. Huh? Oh, yeah. She was important for a lot of our our years. What's your favorite movie genre? B's laughing. Favorite movie genre?
Horror and comedy. More comedy than horror. So
what's 3 good movies from horror that you like?
Bride of Chucky.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones. Omen. No, not Omen. The Ring. I love The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, I'm actually a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003.
The one with Jessica Biel.
Yeah, I thought that one was really fucking good.
That they actually did a damn good job in that one. I ended up buying that on DVD a long time ago. What was that second movie? The Ring. Have you ever seen the Japanese version? Scary as
I have
fuck.
not.
It's called Ringu. Oh, it's scary as shit because the Japanese way of doing movies is like there's not a lot of music, it's silence.
Yeah.
And it's way scarier. If you're a scary movie guy, you'll appreciate the original Ring. Yeah, it's called Ringu, Rangu. And that's where the original story came from.
Did you see the modern Ring the one they made a few years ago?
No, I haven't.
So bad. So bad.
Oh, yeah. I like my classic horror movies more than anything.
Me too. Oh, dude, they turn. It's like when they did the Texas Chainsaw remake for a few years back when they made Leatherface a good guy. They did the same thing in The Ring. I'm like, guys, come on.
No, that's going too far and trying too hard.
Yeah,
you're fucking with the formula at that point.
Yep.
Okay. What shows are you binging or watching on Netflix or YouTube right now? Anything?
I've been watching a lot of. I like to watch a lot of travel vlogs, so I'm big into that on YouTube. Days with Jordan the Lions, like one I like to watch a lot. A lot of wrestling docs. Like I like Kim Justice's wrestling documentaries that he does.
Kim Justice, you said?
Kim Justice. He does like a lot. He does a lot like documentaries on like Japanese wrestling and just like stuff like that. There's a guy on there who rates like the Juggalo Championship Wrestling at NWA shows called The Hawk. He's good. Yeah. Anything like I watch a lot of like classics, like stuff from the WWE is all I watch. Binge wise, my wife and I like watching The Pit when it comes out on Thursdays. My favorite, she likes we watch 90 Day Fiance together and I watch Below Deck when she's not around. So
you each have your own little your own little thing. Yeah, man. Great British Baking Show. We're boring over here. We like stuff like that. We like watching like people eat fast, like food fast and stuff like that.
My wife likes to watch a guy named Timmy Takeout. So
have her check out Beard Meets Food. Randy Santel is awesome. There's some good people out there that do it that aren't messy. Like it's fun to watch them.
She probably watches it but doesn't tell me. So
yeah. If you're watching one, you're watching a lot of them. They're kind of all the same, different.
Yeah.
I watch another lady too. I think she's a power lifter. The shut something, Leah something. She's always with the British guys that are the huge power lifters. She's always eating food with them, and she's a badass.
Nice.
Worst shoot job you've had?
Dishwasher at a restaurant.
Yeah, that would be real fun over 8 hours.
Yeah.
My favorite question, do you have any ghost stories or spooky stories? Something that you've ever had happen in your life you can't explain?
Yeah. Make it like so the house I'm living in right now, it's my wife's grandparents' house. So like right now the lights are like dimming in and out quite a bit. It happens a lot here. When I'm sleeping at night, the TV will randomly turn on. I'll hear steps coming from the attic. At my old house, I don't know what it is, but like whenever I would shut a jar, like whenever I would close like a Tupperware thing or a jar, it would always pop back open. So that stuff like that. Are you guys into serial killer stuff? Like Charles,
Yeah.
So you'll appreciate this, guys. One of my best friends that was in my wedding, lives in Charles Manson's childhood home.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it's in McMecken where I grew up at.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. What has he been saying about that place? Just
He's been living there for like 25 years. So I mean it's like nothing, it's like his house. So
yeah. I think after a while it's pretty much lived in. I don't have a better way to put it. Once you've been there 10, 20 years, I don't feel like it's someone else's house. You're kind of there. And
yeah,
I don't know. You get more comfortable over time. If you get into a new house and it's a little spooky, that's not that fun. But once you've been in it 10, 20 years, you know all the creaks, you know all the shit. What is one thing you'd like to do before you die?
Travel the world.
There you go. And in those travels, have you fallen in love with any part of the country or world that would be considered a second home for you if you had a chance?
Japan, for sure.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hear that the people are nice, the environment is clean, everything is orderly.
Yep. I just love the culture, and it'd be great to be able to go over there and wrestle full time. So and make that a job. I think that would be pretty cool.
Would Japanese be your next language of choice then?
Yeah, I know a little bit of Spanish, but it's nothing great. So
yeah, I had years of French. I can't speak any of it anymore. Exactly. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. If you could master a craft or a skill outside of wrestling, what would you like that to be? Like woodworking or?
You know what? Honestly, I'd probably like to learn how to be. I'm not mechanically inclined at all whatsoever. So I probably would like to learn how to do machinery work.
Mm-hmm. Maybe get something in your garage one day down the road and do a little work for fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully try not to catch anything on fire.
That's the rule of life right there.
Yeah.
What would the young you think is the coolest thing about the older you?
Hey, motherfucker, you're doing what you said you're doing. So I would say that. So
you're pretty comfortable walking around the corner, seeing your young self and going, man, here's where we're at. It's a lot of work, but if you just stay the course, you can do it.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to stop right there only because, we do probably need a part 2 on him down the road. I'm not kidding, Brant.
Part 2, part 3. Beastman's gonna get his own show on here, man.
Brother, I eliminated.
It's been so fun, man.
I eliminated over half my questions to get to the end with you. I'm not kidding. It's excellent. I think there's another. Yeah, man.
People are asking, we need you to do an audio biography or something.
I also feel bad. I'm so sorry we didn't get to many of the questions tonight. I tried to incorporate them as we went, but again, dude, you got to go back and look at this when you're done. You got tremendous amounts of love from beginning to the end of this show.
Awesome. I can't wait to read them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. There was people asking about your cruel situation.
It's going to be a war Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. It's one of us is going to go down swinging. So I don't know who, I hope he's ready for a fight.
Yeah. Somebody was asking about the game plan. The game plan is basically just keep your eyes open, your head down, and just swing fists.
Yep.
Somebody was asking about Mr. Happy. Do you feel he's a good tag partner at JCW?
Yeah. I'm glad to have him as a tag partner. I can't I don't know what that means, but okay.
You're not, you're still trying to figure it out between you two?
Yeah. You know what? I will tell you this. And like, if it wasn't for GCW, I wouldn't have got to go over to work for Violent J&M because, like, here's the thing. If there's any wrestlers out there on this podcast listening, if I can give you guys any advice, don't be afraid to ask a veteran or someone of importance to watch your match because you never know what would happen. I asked Violent J to watch my match, and that's how he offered me my spot at JCW.
Really?
Because he
Oh,
liked
wow.
what he saw. Yeah. So if there's anybody out there listening, like that's in the business, that's younger or trying to get somewhere, never be afraid to ask a veteran to watch your match because you never know what might happen. So
A lot of people listen too, so that message will be sent, I think.
Yeah, we always tell people we're for the listeners, but we're also a wrestlers podcast. We end up, talking with as many as we can, and fortunately, people like it a little bit, so we'll take it. We'll take it as we can. Was there anything else you wanted to mention before we got out of here for the evening, man?
you know what? Yeah. If you guys got anything going on February 22nd, if you want to come down to West Virginia, come check out Victory Championship Wrestling. I got to do a cheap plug for my promotion. So,
And then what about your socials? Where can they find you, brother?
Beastman Husk, Instagram, Facebook. No, Instagram and Twitter, Beastman Husk, Facebook. Good luck. So,
Like it. Keep the mystery.
yep.
Well, here's what's going on. Our upcoming show, we're going to be covering the show from Saturday, January 31st, next Tuesday. That's GCW's Crushed Up from Harris in Philadelphia, PA. Sunday, February 1st, will be JCW's Super Power Slam from the Melrose Ballroom in New York.
That's going to be a good show. That's going to be a really good show.
They're stacking up for that. That's a charity show. So, yeah, if anybody has a chance, please get out there and we would like to be part of that somehow, but we're not. But
I'll be there. I'm scheduled to be there, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time.
Make sure you give Muscle Man Malcolm your waffle order. He'll be there.
All right, so then
oh wait, is Bubba in the chat? Bubba, are you in here?
Bubba Parker, where we at? I haven't seen Bubba all night.
Yeah, Bubba, you in here tonight, brother?
I haven't seen Bubba all night.
Yeah, normally we've heard from him by now. We always get a yeehaw or something out of him.
No, I'm stealing his hat when I see him, so
Yes,
and there ain't nothing to do about it.
That's gonna be on the next show and tell next time. Bubba's
Dude, we told him keep the hat. Like the hat works. There's no one else getting the hat in the crowd at GCW. Wear it.
Yep.
I told him, I'm like, dude, it looks good on you and no one else has it. Take it. Take that and run with it,
Nothing wrong with it. Stand out. Nothing wrong with standing out.
Damn right. All right. We'll just shut it down here. I think we have to talk behind the scenes, I think, to maybe get a number 2 down the road here, because I erased half the interview to make sure we just had this 3.5 hours. No shit.
Awesome.
I had so much more. There's some promotions we didn't get into. There's some people we didn't talk about. So, it's safe to say, unless something happens here, I'm pretty sure we down the road will look into getting Beastman back here for a part 2.
Wherever you guys want me, I'm happy to be here. I had so much fun.
Man.
So much
Thank
fun.
you so much, man.
Dude,
Yeah, you were awesome.
Listeners are loving it. Again, you got to go check. I mean, people are just sending out so much love to you. It'll make your day.
Good. Can't wait to read it.
All right, so here we go. I'll just go through it. If you could, guys, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you have a chance. Thanks again for those who donated Carnival last week and also this week. Greatly appreciated. You can find B at B_GC World. You can find me at GC World Podcast. Good old Beastman down there. Where can we find you at one more time?
At Beastman Husk on Instagram and Twitter. Or X, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Whatever you want it to be called.
All right, guys. Any last messages for the night? Beastman, you want to say goodbye? Thank you to anybody. Now's a good time.
Husk.
Yes.
All right.
Love it.
And as always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. We will be seeing you next week, and Beastman gets to be here for our send out. Long?
Live.
No, long. Live.
G
C
W.
W. Thank you
Husk,
so
everybody.
much.
Husk.
Husk, motherfuckers.